Make a life for myself. 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 Make a life for myself.
Oh, what's up? What's happening? I didn't think I was gonna hop on today. And technically, I still don't even know how I'm on. But, that being said, I'm on. I'm here. Yeah. So, since I'm on, since I'm here, I'm gonna do some stuff. Like I said, I gotta go to the kitchen store here because, like I've been saying for a while now, got construction going on, so gotta figure this out. So I got some stuff we gotta pick out today. You know, it's one of those weekends where don't have time. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So with that being said, we're gonna do some Underdog to start us off. Not sponsored. My link is in all the descriptions. Please use it if you don't have Underdog. I've actually enjoyed Underdog. I'm still waiting for FanDuel because FanDuel looks way better, but until then, I am definitely looking forward to some Underdog, or I look forward to Underdog all the time because it's a lot of fun. It's a way to it's a way for me to do stuff, and I really enjoy it. So I have a 40% boost. But the problem is, do I have to do some of these boosts? I have to like do so many. I just want like 2 picks. Entry percentage. Don't I do? Alright, well, we're just gonna apply it. We're gonna go to baseball because it's about the only thing going on right now. So we go baseball. Sorry, I have never used this on my computer, so like I have no idea. Alright, so we gotta do like old school here. Okay, let's see what we got. Cardinals is my home team, but they suck. Phillies, Schwarber, home runs. We're gonna do a home run little parlay here. Doing Schwarber, home run. Again, I don't know much about baseball, so don't hate. I just gotta look for this. No. How much? LA Dodgers. Otani, home run. Strong is already. There's only entries. Multipliers over times 6 times. What does that mean? So like, so like I can. Okay, I just gotta get to 6 times. I got it. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. And then we go here and we go Judge, because I mean that's like a all-time pick, right? And I mean, what do I want to do here? $5? Just do $5. Do I do 5? $83. Schwarber, Otani, Judge, $5. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. I don't hit on home runs ever. I think I've done 6, maybe 7, and I've never gotten any of them. 3-leg, Judge, Otani, Schwarber. Like should happen, right? White Sox, Arizona, Atlanta. I don't know anything about Atlanta pitching, so that's a problem. But we're gonna send it. Yeah. Lock it in. Lock it in. Alright. So that's in there. So that's what we're doing. Tiny, Judge, Schwarber. I mean, I think those are like the common go-to ones, so that's what we're doing. Alright. Now, with that being said, I did get all my sub stuff fixed this morning. That's why I'm so late. Like, I should have been on an hour ago, but I've been fiddling and messing around with all my sub stuff. So, I really want to see if it worked. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test out. I guess that's what happens when you have multiple accounts. So many accounts. So I have another account for our virtual drifting, which, God, I've been slacking on that too. Like, horribly slacking on that. I don't. It's been bad. It's been real bad. I can't believe I've been struggling with this literally for 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. Three weeks. I've been struggling trying to get that to work. And then finally I read something that I shouldn't be using Stream Elements because it's a bad third party option. And you just use Streamlabs and then copy paste whatever. So I finally figured it out. Thank God. Thank God. Even though I mean that justifies me wasting an hour and change this morning to do that. That justifies it. So I'm very happy about that. So now if you sub to me, at least I'll be able to see it. Now the turning point is over here, and what should be working is not. So that's another thing, is ground control just doesn't seem to be working for me, and I don't know why. It's like I almost need to download a new version of ground control. I don't know. Or is there like a... I wonder if there's like a Streamlabs one? Let's see. No, there isn't a direct Streamlabs version. Streamlabs Desktop offers a similar integrated interface. Crowd control. Okay, let's try this out. I need something, because right now, like, I don't know, ground control was working, like, really good for a hot minute, and then, again, it stopped working. So, let's try this. I hate that I'm doing this for you guys, but I'm gonna try again in gameplay as soon as this downloads. Okay. I think it downloaded. And alright, yeah, it did. Okay. Alright. So you hear some clicks and beeps, I'm sure, from this downloading. And, you know, Concrete Guy's singing in the background. Hopefully that doesn't get picked up, because that would suck. Like, that would really suck. Yeah, that one. Yep. Sure, that's fine. Open, I guess. Okay. All this figures out. I'm gonna launch the game. So for game you'd like to play, right? Right. so that doesn't really do much for me. Awesome. Awesome. I swear to God, Battlefield's the worst. The worst. There it goes. Okay, it switched over. Alright, now the problem is that took my mouse, so got that going. Yeah, you finished connecting. Settings. Okay, so it is up to date. See, I don't know. Just don't know. Just don't know. It's kind of pissed me off. Don't need to pre-order that. I already
Just
got
in
pre-order.
time.
Alright, I got time probably for like one fucking game at this point. So I'm going to put myself into a game. Yeah, 64 players. That should be a bigger map. Alright, I'll make a drink while that loads up. Not going anywhere. Alright. Oh, there's more in there than I thought. Alright, just to be clear, never play this map. Hold up. Can somebody go on and okay. Just need to make sure this chat is working. Hold on. Gotta do one more thing. Sorry. Sorry. I need to make sure this is working. I get a fucking ding when that happens. Awesome. That's cool. Alright, that's working. Okay, so I can exit out of that. Like ducks. got it. I'm supposed to have the YouTube thing over here that shows stuff, but no. But and now, so I wonder if I go. Hold up. Maybe I should deploy. I don't know. Maybe not. Kind of F it. Hey, good thing is I only have.
Our troops
I
are
don't know
moving
if
to
that
attack
worked.
Bravo 2.
It's supposed to work.
We're not short on resources, but we may be soon.
It's supposed to work. I don't know. Alright, well now I got a freaking notification every time somebody does that. That's awesome. I can't wait for that. That's gonna annoy the crap out of me. Alright, engineer, sniper. That's just how I'm starting to roll. Oh my god, I remember this map now.
You've got your objectives. Secure
Hey
those.
buddy. Oh god. There you go. Yeah, god, it hurts so good. I have 1 health.
Allied troops have captured Bravo 2.
I wish that my marker would stay there. That'd be cool. Oh, it does. That.
Bravo 2.
Could be trouble here. Distance, 100
We are
seconds.
engaging Bravo 1.
I hit him again.
I'm reloading here.
I just want a sniper that, like, I hit him and they die. How's that happen? This dude's shooting an LMG at me and hitting me non-stop.
Reloading. Cover me.
Too high.
Gotta reload.
I'm gonna hit one of these.
We have secured Bravo 1.
Again, how does he hit that? One shot. Oh boy.
We are moving to assault Bravo 2.
There's an enemy fire team, 170 meters. Forget it. Spotted. Reaching hostile. Hostile infantry. Danger mark.
Allied forces
170
at
meters away.
50% strength.
Eyes on my marker.
Just to be clear, we got bigger fish to fry that are a little bit closer. Again.
Marking.
Enemies attacking Bravo
150
1.
meters away.
Ready to hostile.
Hit markers.
Reloading. Cover me. Cannon on the way. I have to reload.
That guy stopped walking.
I'm out. Reloading.
I just don't know, like, where the bullets are going or anything. See? He hit me, didn't die.
Hostiles are trying to seize one of our objectives.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm dying. Dang, I have no ammo.
Tango spotted.
Do we have any ammo?
All objectives are under our control. Sector secure.
Marking danger. 110 meters.
Ooh, ammo. I see it. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh yeah, there it is. Soot. Soot. Hell yeah. Okay. Like. How am I missing? Oh boy, yeah, it takes a long time to deploy that guy. I've hit so many people and I'm just like, I don't know. Let me put down any more freaking Ooh, ammo. Yeah.
Contact, close by! Hostile is down!
200 meters. Talking hostile.
I'm reloading! Stay away! Stay away!
We are initiating an attack on Charlie 1.
Just give me somebody to shoot.
Reloading!
That dude hit me with one bullet. And I almost died. That dude diverted like hella fast.
Reloading! 1 second!
I can't even see that far. I was just going center mass there. You know what? I have it. I'm in.
I'm out! Reloading! I'm reloading! Reloading here! Ah! Reloading!
All objectives captured. The sector is ours.
So now where do we go?
Enemy spotted! Long distance!
I need some more bullets.
Russian outpost detected. Objectives assigned. Take the sector.
Oh god, that suck. Ammo crate. Hell yeah. It's like I keep speaking these into existence. If I just sit here, do I get more? No? Got it. Where's a good place for me to go? Like up top somehow? Is that more ammo? Why did I only got like 4 bullets? Is that zipline up? That's literally just a wall. Ooh, stairs. He's gaining. Is it just no shot, right? That just one big wraparound. Oh, that's shot a rocket right at your foot.
Don't let me die here.
Securing Delta 1.
Oh, don't shoot a rocket right at somebody's foot. They still will live. Ooh, yeah.
Reloading. Cover me.
That didn't hit. Oh, it did. Oh, look at that. Where is she sniped from? Like an epic mile away. Maybe it is.
Help me. Don't let me die here.
Rope, rope,
I'm bleeding.
rope.
Hey, I need help here.
Whatever. Bitch. Spawn back on road. Deselling. So if I
Delta 1 initiated by our troops.
I'm sorry. Did I just get directly impacted? Because I don't think I did. Ain't no way I did.
Danger mark. Marking threat.
I don't know if I like the sniper rifle. Can't tell if it's the sniper rifle or if it's me. Probably me.
Help me. I'll make it worth your while.
Rogue.
I can help.
Thanks, buddy.
Reloading. 1 second. Soldier down. Need help. Under fire.
Russians are attacking one of our objectives.
Secure that objective!
Got one in view.
Jesus Christ. How come I'm the only one getting, like, shot at? Is it just me? Where's Biddy? I don't know where he's at.
Tango sighted. East. They got one of us. Come on, let's get you moving.
I got you, big guy.
Move. I can move. Reloading here.
Our forces no longer hold Delta 1.
Don't approach me. Hold still. I'm flying. I can shoot. Obliged. Hostile.
Objective captured.
Stay away.
God bless America. Dude, I'm sorry, but there's no effing way I'm getting shot like that, right? Like,
We're getting short on troops. We must coordinate our attacks, or a retreat is imminent.
Keep this up, and the battle's ours.
how come this is a 610 minutes? Way clearer.
Hostile spotted in Delta 1.
That dude laying down. Yeah, me good. What? Wait, you're gonna be home in 15 minutes? Dude, I literally have to leave in 15 minutes, so I might have you share your screen on Discord.
Delta 1 was
Thoughts?
just lost.
I'll just make money off of you. I say make money, I'm not making any money, so.
Delta 2 targeted. Attack.
Taken by the enemy.
Who am I getting attacked by? 300 meters away? What in the actual fuck? Hey, no, it's like for real, like. Whenever you get home, let me know. Are we getting pushed back right now?
We hold Delta 2.
Lotion. I have lotion on my hands, like that's why I can't shoot. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know why I can't shoot. I literally probably have 1 kill right now. I'm not even joking. Yeah, man, I got dudes literally a million miles away sniping at me right now.
We cannot sustain any more losses.
A
Evacuate
million
the site.
miles
We
away
lost.
sniping at me. That dudes were 700 meters away from me. God. I don't know. I sucked. I should just try to fly an airplane or something. No, like for real. Like you need to get home so I can just stream your Discord thoughts. I just continue, dude. I don't play this game too much. I don't think I wanted to continue. I have to pee really bad. Oh, I finally got that, eh?
The call just came in.
I bet the call did just come in. Okay. Ah, son of a bee sting. Dude, you subscribe to my YouTube? If not, You can unsubscribe and resubscribe. I got a new like thing all set up. It only took me like an hour and 10 minutes this morning. Did I get any new attachments for this stupid ass sniper rifle?
We are in need of
need
reinforcements in the
this.
Scottish Hebrides. One of our recon units discovered an underground laboratory there.
Laboratory? No
Technology
shit.
like we have never seen before, developed in secret. Reports claim the laboratory belonged to a company called Boreas, but we suspect this is part of another American conspiracy. Hold the line until our forces extract all
So
necessary evidence. Do
if
not
I
back
use
down.
the recon, do I get like a? I don't like this map. I've played this map. I don't like it. I need to back out anyway because I got pee. If I use recon, do I get better? Immediate and constant steady aim. Okay, so if I use engineer, prove actually while crouched or prone. So good God. So it cuts down my range. Well, I don't have any fucking range to begin with, so what the hell's that matter? I have to be factory mounted bipod that folds to the weapon's offhand side when not used. Don't I have to be using this, like laying down, for that to be like effective? Immobile while deployed. Yeah, so if I don't even have that deployed, I don't get any of those stats. I'm pretty sure. And I only have one fucking. That I don't really care about. I need this. Real bad. God, like I want to love this, but I don't know. There's new stuff. Cool. I like free stuff. Who the hell is that? I'm balling these stupid skins. God bless America. Didn't I get one of these? Free pass. Glasses. So I don't. said I gotta go pee. I still do. Still do. God. I love Engineer. But I want to try sniping with just Recon and see what the fuck happens. A year older? Meow. I keep saying I need to go to the bathroom. I keep saying that. I want to go to the bathroom. I love this game, but I hate it at the same time. So good. Love-hate relationship. Dude talking about lotion over here. Don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. Because I gotta leave here soon. Hold on. Let me see. When does Formula Drift start? Because I can put Formula Drift on my stream while I'm gone. Because they have 0 regulations up. What the? I swear to God, they're probably running over or messing with my internet line. I need them to put my internet line up and out of the way because they just keep messing with it, and then I drop frames, and then my whole everything just goes haywire. I'm pretty sure my computer's fucking hot as fuck right now. Yeah, it feels warm. I don't even have a way to look at the temperature of my computer, I don't think. Can't I do that, maybe? Nope. Cyclone. Can't see. Literally, come on. I have something that I can see how warm my computer is, and it's nothing. It says it's 79 degrees Celsius, which is not good. Oh, top 32 starts right now. Prospect. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, hell yeah. How do I get this stupid thing off my computer now? I don't know what any of these things do. And it's not even like an icon to where like I can just click out of it or something. Oh, there it goes. It disappeared. Spit. Alright. I mean, I guess I can change to just chatting. Or am I just I don't care. I'll just leave it on the battlefield. You know what? I'm gonna go just chatting. it. I'll tell you what. I get stupid. Anybody else get stupid text messages for like with no purpose? Is it just me? Goonies, what are you getting? You still watching? I can't find my. I used to have a YouTube like analysis thing, and I don't know where it went. Sorry, I'm not gonna turn it on yet. It's not multi-chat. I thought it was activity feed. Well, that's not it. I don't know what those are. Cheer, I know what it is. I have a filter of like 40 things apparently. We've reached end of activities, and it says I have. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't know what's going on. Alright. So, my buddy won yesterday. Caddy won yesterday.
Yeah, Cody Dempster, really, he's somebody that
Won
new
the
suit,
seeding.
new boot goofing. I don't know. It brought him some good luck because in our seeding brackets, Cody
Honestly,
Dempster
I don't know.
stepped up. I'm a
He-
sucker for a good old white livery, and the Coilover Depot, the Fuel Lab vehicle
He-
looks really great. So excited to see
I hope
what
got
Cody
his
can do.
supercharger
Talking
figured
about
out.
that
He's been
momentum,
struggling with that
not
thing
only from the
all
previous
year.
round, but from seeding brackets. It's unfortunate that he is down there, but Miles, obviously Styles for Miles, and then rounding out, who's the other driver? That was, I apologize, a Ford Mustang there. But
Heishman.
Heishman, thank you so much. But
I
because we
was
have so
gonna
many
do
Mustangs,
something,
diversity
and now I
of
can't
cars,
remember what
it's
I was
interesting.
gonna do.
Are there perfect pro spec cars compared to pro cars?
I feel like the perfect pro spec car
God
is one that's
bless
reliable and a little more simple
America.
So that you don't have to, you can avoid those mechanical bugs that can kind of sneak up on you. And unfortunately, I've got news that Dempster, he had to change head gaskets yesterday,
snap.
and he had some a few pistons that
we left
we're
the chat
going to
room.
run them. We're not left the chat, but they're hurt. So
I'm tired, boss.
They got some band-aids on there, so we can really, yeah, no kidding.
Well,
Push through.
I talk about momentum, more like slow-mentum. That is not ideal for somebody who has that momentum and then, coming in. Talking about another driver, Hollywood Hop there from the East Coast. Saw him last weekend, Legends of Drift. I said, dude, bring that car. He had so much fun at E-Town. I was like, dude, no, I mean, it's probably not to pro
Ideal.
spec. Yeah, it's not to pro spec. But
Maybe it's
hey,
hop spec.
you know who right now who's a Hop fan?
I get.
Brudski, Cole Richards.
Yep.
They
Literally get
they want
lost
Hop
sometimes.
to
I
step
just
up
don't
and
know.
rise to the occasion. But I'll tell you what, Nate Chen, a lot of momentum coming out of St. Louis. He gets that victory, and excuse me, yeah. So yeah, got the win in St. Louis. Here we go. Nate Chen, Hop, and that's not how you get it done on initiation. Nate Chen, the NCR, 86, BRZ, FRS, whatever the letters are. Regardless, he puts the car in the right place. Outside zone 3. Now transition to outside zone 4. Trans, and right into the transition, and I mean painting it. Just put, you know what? I'm gonna save our judges time. Just affix a paint can to the back of Nate Chen's car, and he'll just stripe it for you.
That's a good point. I'm not sure what happened with Hop here. A little bit launch.
Oh,
Looks
shit,
like he
look at
got
this guy.
a little caught up in that bubble there, but let's talk about Nate Chen in that video. He did
Hola.
get that inner clip a
What
little
up?
short. Good job of making up for it in outer zone.
Streamlabs.
That's somehow really good for outer zone 3, as the judges
Eating
were
some
always talking about
lunch.
not
Yeah, where'd you
drinking
stop
right
at?
into outer zone 3.
Freddy's.
Fills it up super
Oh,
back in
God.
there, trying to cancel
Delicious.
it out, and Nate Chen just paints a perfect picture on outer zone 4, and Hop does a great job of closing that gap towards the end, but it's a little too late as we take another look at the
absolutely
night
love
sky for
that.
our boy Justin Smash.
Yeah, no.
You can see
Pretty
Will
fire.
and the inside. That was pretty much the only deficit I could see from Nate Chen in that lead position as we get around outer zone 3. Hop did a really good job of maintaining
It's like
composure
a
in the chase
steak and
not
shake
trying to
burger,
go
but
a little too much, but he did reel
better.
Nate Chen in the end of
Yeah.
that, as I mean,
The
Nate
fry.
Chen
I love
just
the fries.
Oh, yeah. Fries are goated.
What do you think advanced Nate
I would
Chen?
order
So,
extra.
He is his 5th year
Order fries.
as a prospect driver. Finished 7th last year, and now he's in contention to knock down Dmitry Brutsky, who's going for his 3rd prospect championship. I mean, he started as one of the youngest media credential holders, and now it's like Jacob, you know,
I'm starting fresh.
going from the media
0.
up to the bottom,
Level 1.
now to the tower. Yeah,
Well,
his friends face down in the muck, and now he's ready to.
yeah,
You're starting level 1?
I think it's awesome. What do you think got it done for him?
Yeah, because I'm using the account for BF6.
One of the biggest complaints that we hear from veterans like Chelsea Genova and Ryan Turkey just drive 50 times a year, not
Yeah.
just FD.
Well, I mean, yeah, variety, also perspective. I think Nate Chen having some mistakes and learning from those, you know, because sometimes sometimes the best boss is your worst boss, meaning that you'll.
Are you leaving or what?
From
Um,
you know what I mean?
at some
I
point,
wouldn't do it that way, you know what I mean? But you're gonna learn
Heather
a lot,
said
so I think Nate Chen
12:30 or 1,
made
so I
mistakes
sent her a
for some
text.
clubs, but also he's had
Were
some
we leaving? What are we
great
doing?
makes, and he's got that momentum.
Where you guys going?
We gotta go to the kitchen store
20-year grassroots vet from
and pick out a painted cabinet because we were gonna do wood cabinets, but then after looking at flooring and shit, like it was gonna be way too hard to try to like half-ass match our cabinets and our flooring. So we're just gonna go with painted cabinets, so then it doesn't matter with flooring. Like we can pick whatever the fuck we want. So yeah, and we're supposed to also pick out countertops too, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. It needs to happen because,
Get it done.
I mean, she at least needs to order the cabinets. So cabinet color needs to be picked out, which I'm hoping just for like a light gray. Hopefully it'll be that simple. Just like let's do a light gray, simple, send it, done. But God knows. Yeah, I spent a fucking hour and 10 minutes this morning fixing all my followers, and like whenever people sub or anything, now I have like a little thing that pops up, and it works. So, which is really nice because I was using Stream Elements, and every time I would load OBS, it was like the third-party thing is not working. Start in safe mode. So I'd always have to start normally or whatever, and then like it would never work. So now I figured out a new thing to make it work, and like I got a whole YouTube thing set up. Tried to then link my Twitch account to it. Nope, couldn't do it. It's already linked to another account. And I was like, how the fuck does that happen? So I had to sign out and log into my Twitch account. Yeah, and it was already logged into something else and logged into a different one of my other YouTube accounts and shit. I was like, come on. So then
The other day I put everything on a notepad. That way I could remember all my passwords and shit.
Oh yeah. Do I have notes on my computer that I like look at whenever I need to? If like I don't remember a password, I have like literally all of them written down.
Yeah.
There are some I don't have written down, but most of the time I just use Google fucking password manager because I'm sick and tired of not knowing shit.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'm sick and tired of is like I go in to like reset my password and it's hey, reset your password, and I type it in and it's like you have to use a different password. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like what? Like why did it just not work?
Trying to play a game or what?
I don't know. Like I texted her and she's up there, quote unquote, working. You know, just working harder than I am, but.
Yeah, I just come home for a little bit, then I'm gonna go get the kids.
You got the kids this weekend?
Yeah.
I mean, if you get really bored, you can come to I-55 Raceway.
We got practice in the morning, and then we're going to a barbecue at 1.
I'll be there Sunday too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Labor Day weekend, so it's Saturday, and then drivers can spend the night or whatever, and then Sunday morning again, all day.
Yeah, this morning at work, I'm like, oh, we got a 3-day weekend.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Gotta love 3-day weekends. Nothing better. Oh. Are they gonna fault Rudy for that?
That I believe gets taken out. Watch
Okay.
this.
Tires off the side skirts, like ready to leave the party. Oh.
Yeah, it was definitely anti-aircraft. Coming from the United States Air Force, BMW, so very fitting. But so this.
Basically.
I can't tell if using engineer is making my sniping horrible or what. Because like I've been using engineer for sniping just so I have like rocket launchers or whatever. And like I can't hit brights out of a fucking barn, it seems like. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Or it just could be because of stupid ass sniper rifle, I don't know. The stupid Linux sniper rifle or whatever.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Right there, there's something on track.
Oh shit.
So it didn't come from her. There was something on track that she hit. So dang. So
just getting word that was the base of one of the clips.
Okay, man.
Here's Brian Hopp. So Hopp goes off. Nate Chen is going off. He got let off.
Left there.
So it looks like Nate.
Chen, and see it bouncing back there. No,
Okay, so look, there it is. So Nate, you can see it coming out of the backside of his car. See that? Like right, left, right in the middle left. Pause it. Right there. So in that smoke trail, you could see it. So it looks
How
like
the hell did you not pick that up, FD? They left a huge piece of fucking plastic on the track.
When you get that wide
Wow.
just these little aesthetic flare.
Y'all have like 17 people all over the track, and you guys left that out there?
That's my job.
Apparently. Somebody said that. Like, yeah, that's not me. Somebody closer.
Not my fucking job.
It's very unfortunate. Obviously, it's not anything that was done on purpose, and things do happen.
Amanda, you don't have your radio? You gotta call somebody?
Ideally, get the cars back. Let's see the flow of the track. And again, Amanda, a 22-year-old multidisciplinary racer. She started karting at 6 years old, won off-road titles before she moved on to drifting. So obviously love her and her brother being part of the United States Air Force. And now her younger brother, Cameron Sorensen, he's competing in pro spec as well. So guess what? We'll take a break. We'll clean it up. We'll let you know what is deduced as far as competition continues here in Utah, kicking things off in just a pretty crazy manner right out of the gate. But we do know Nate Chen's in. We'll find out as this all
Every fucking time.
Shelly Hansen,
Yesterday, pro spec, literally first run, somebody T-boned another dude, and it was like a 20-minute delay to get him unstuck from each other because he T-boned him, and like his bumper, his like bash bar was stuck inside the other guy. And it took him like fucking 15 minutes to get him unstuck. It's like, just fucking pull him apart.
Yeah, it's already fucked.
Yeah, like, he's the idiot that fucking T-boned him. Like, just pull his ass apart. Chodes. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ask Heather what she wants to do, so I will be right back.
Racetreads.com. Tires for every adventure.
Link ECU, let's get it. We got the spiciest K-Series built.
Supercharged Ford Eliminator engine.
Oh, good old SR20 Blink Monsoons. So rowdy.
Naturally aspirated, 1,000 horsepower, LS-based engine, and then we're going to add nitrous on top of it. Running an S54 controlled by Link ECU. Link direct injection, EcoBoost Fox body.
I actually put an FA24 in it. B58, E46, Link ECU.
No matter what engine you have, it's a stock K24 or it's a 1,000-wheel 2J. Link ECU all day.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose.
Oh, God bless it. Alright. Yeah, she's finally ready, so.
You've got questions. We've got
I'll
answers.
probably hop off.
Need a pro you can trust. We have stores
Cool.
of that too.
What time you gotta pick him up at?
No matter what you need.
I'm leaving at 2:20.
Yeah, I mean, this place is literally like 5 minutes away, and it should only take us like 20 minutes.
No, I'm gonna keep my shit on. I'm just gonna mute up and go do my dishwasher and shit.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll
Let me know when you're back.
Yep, as soon as I get back, I'll hit you up, and then we can game until I gotta get Tyler.
Alright.
Strength, style, and precision comes
Right.
together. Track proven, street ready, PC forged. Proud sponsor of Formula Drift 2025.
Alright, chat. Everybody, anybody that's still watching, I will be right back. I'll leave you on Formula Drift, Pro Spec. Yeah, I shouldn't. Hopefully, hopefully I'm not gone long. But yeah, I'll be right back. And then I'll play some Battlefield with Goonies and
As a result of the
until I gotta get Tyler. So.
vehicle will
Right.
not be the fault of the drivers, and we're going to basically run those back. Give them, as in Jared's world, we'll call that a mulligan, and give them time to fix their cars and continue on the brackets.
obviously such an unfortunate turn of events, and you know, Chris and his team do such a great job of our Formula Drift staff, and you know, just that was out of 21 plus years. Here's our 22nd season. I haven't seen anything like that to that degree.
Right.
You know, I mean, just it was. You know, it was black, it was camouflage, and you know, I was over there talking to Rome Charpentier. He's doing double duty. He's spotting for a couple drivers there, and basically, it's an unfortunate circumstance, but we're going to try to remedy it the best possible way we can.
Yeah, we got enough time in the bracket here to let them get their cars back together. We'll circle back when they're, you know, at 100%.
All right, you can see, and I think Amanda's car suffered the most damage there.
Right.
You know, compared to Shelly, even though, you know. Was she going off? Was it kind of emulsified, and was it, you know, more dynamic because of that contact? Well, the world may never know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. 1, 2, 3. Amanda's making her way back to the pits, and we will continue the action. And our next drivers, looks like it is Jace and Brian. And we will continue our action. So a little lull in the action, but we will continue in just a touch. It's a beautiful day out here in Utah. Not as blue and you know, obviously open skies, a little cloud cover here. We can still get burnt, and it's definitely just the air is just so dry. There we go. So
now that we know what we know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boop. And it might have gotten caught back in that handbrake when she was, you know, setting herself up from 3. Yeah, that's just truly unfortunate. I mean, you can only see it after the impact. Like it just blended so well. It was just a perfect storm.
So yeah, you see Shelly transition, like I said, bang,
just
hits that front bumper, hits that side skirt, like, what was that?
See the front wheel getting upset, but that, you know, we could discuss all day and what happened, but we'll make it right.
And you know, at speed, Shelly previously, like I said, went through that sensational crash. I'm only calling it sensational because she was okay. So they both have a lot of time due to a ruling. You know, Ryan is right next to me, president of Formula Drift, and he defaulted to the rule book and said that due to this debris being on track, they get ample time to fix their vehicles, get it back on track. The big question is, have we clarified, Matt, if that run is null and void? Okay, so that is null and void.
Yeah.
As if that first half of the run didn't happen.
Right.
All right, Jace and Brian Wills, Zero Chill Wills here. And Jace, good attitude, had some good driving yesterday. Brian from Chico, California, earned his license from Evergreen Drift event. And Jace, longtime kart racer, built his first drift car in 2011. He won the 23 Spec-D Pro Drift Championship and the Big Bounty Tournament. So I love just the different events that are happening across the country and across the world, to be honest. But obviously Pro-Am events, earning your license, where they came from, their backgrounds, their DNA, why they built their cars. But Zero Chill Will's coming on in. We'll see if he dials it back a little bit here and dials it in. Yes, he does. Again, that nasty Habit S chassis. Quick little correction there on that transition. Oh, and Habit goes way off. Jace, that's not where you want to be. And Brian Wills. That was like a moment of not silence, but a moment of just attitude right there. That's Brian Wills put down a stellar lead run there. And unfortunately, Jace found himself where we saw Shelly and Amanda just a moment ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he just had too much momentum following or got lost in the smoke, but let's break it down here as we get through Outer Zone 1. Great job of hitting the inner clip on both parties. Jace loses a little ground there through Outer Zone 2 as Willis does a little wavering as he adjusts into Outer Zone 3, but then Havoc trying to make up that ground. He finds his way into the dirt as Wills just continues on the course out of 4, but you can take another look here from Justin Smash as Havoc tries to bring it back on course after beating the rubber in the dirt there, as Havoc will now have a big deficit against him as we continue to get this bruised BMW of Amanda Sorensen's off the tow truck.
way back to the line. Jace will now lead, but I got to assume he is at a deficit here, just going off, getting into that dirt. And, you know, a lot of these guys driving by muscle memory and really got to just stay focused and just commit to that line. And that's that chase position, especially with just how much smoke Brian's vehicle kicked off. That your vision is absolutely impaired.
Absolutely, Jared.
And crawling out of the start. What happened there, kids? All right, looks like an eager beaver. Jace Havoc, just a little too jumpy there from the start. Cracking a Rockstar. Rockstar, the official energy drink of Formula Drift. So why not keep that energy going, baby? Did you hear that?
Oh, I did hear it. I'm kind of jealous.
What
you gonna
want?
share?
You want one? You want one?
Yeah,
all right.
Of course.
Coop, get this man a Rockstar.
But yeah, getting back to that restart. So the lead driver can't leave or attempt to leave the line until all those start lights are, there you go,
Cracking
extinguished.
a cold can of Rockstar.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. There you go.
All right.
All right, Jace, dial it back a touch there. Eager Beaver does not catch the log, homeboy, so give it that vert now, buddy. All right, Jace Havoc. Let's see what he's got. He needs to put down a stellar run. He was off in the dirt. That's not where you want to be. And he hits that inside clip. Pretty well done here. Now Wills needs to keep it together. And look at it. So, again, the car not kicking off as much smoke. And he is just out of that smoke line, which that's not where you want to be, ideally. But that compromise of staying out of the smoke trail and having that vision. Oh, okay. What is happening? All right, that was really, really odd. So, again, sorry, solid exhale here.
Use your words.
Jace, I know, but this is it's unfortunate because what was happening there is Brian just needed to navigate the course. Walk us through it. What do you think happened?
Again, it started really well. Havoc did a kind of a straight line initiation, but had a good position here through interclip 1. Outer zone 2 could have been a little deeper here. Lazier transition, both parties dropping in the rumble strip. Havoc could have been a little deeper in 3. Will's hanging there right with him, doing what he needed to do. You know he has an advantage, so he's not going to put on too much pressure, but looks like Havoc could just put in too much angle. The car gripped up, and Wills really didn't have much area to go to, so I don't think the judges will put that as a fault on that chase driver at first glance here. Maybe we can take a look at it to do some more things as we get back into outer zone 3 here. You can see Wills charging away, see the smoke building up and then dissipating as he surges and charges against that Havoc. And then we go into outer zone 3. You can see how much angle that car just had in that lead position and just couldn't keep it in drift. He didn't quite straighten out, but it also threw the chase driver off. And he wasn't in the position he needed to be in the first place. You know, halfway in the track, he needed to be way outside in that zone. So he's got a couple of deficits going against him. So I hate to say that we do have a double incomplete. I'm not sure, but maybe the judges can tell us otherwise.
We'll unpack that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, can we put a pin in that? Yeah, I think we're going to unpack what happened here. This is very, you know, unfortunate. Both chases are incomplete in my eyes. You know,
okay.
I think Jace goes off. Wills
has a good lead. Yeah, Will's lead run, there's nothing wrong with that. We, you know, control, delete Havoc's chase run. So let's break down the right side of the screen here as Havoc goes in there, throws it monster angle. Car just about stalls and Havoc gets lost in the smoke. Now, from the judge's mouth, they don't take that into consideration, whether their visibility. They just take into consideration where the car is.
Yep.
And they don't count that as like a handicap, if you will, by not being able to see. You just have to know where your car is and use muscle memory, perhaps, or yeah, otherwise.
Placement of the vehicle. You know, obviously some kick off more smoke than others. So if you started modifying because of smoke, that would be an advantage for some vehicles over others. Obviously, with it being a spec class, you know, that comes down to wheel speed, how much smoke they're kicking off. Because I will say, and venture to say that Brian Will's his car kicked off more smoke than Havoc,
absolutely.
Right? And did that impede on him going off? Potentially, but like you said, you can't slide him for that.
Right.
What I was also saying was Will's in that chase position. He chose, you know, because Jace was on a shallower line outside zone 3. Wills was on the inside, avoiding that smoke. But I'm assuming I would love to talk to Reese. We'll see if we can get him on the horn. But Wills, I think it goes and defaults back to the lead runs. Both of them had bad chase runs and had incompletes, and Jace unfortunately did not complete his. Wills had a phenomenal lead run. And Reese, thumbs up, thumbs down, do you agree? Is that
Yeah,
what's up?
absolutely. We were comparing both of the lead runs, and we can see that Willis definitely had a better lead run. And toward the end in the lead, you can see Jace kind of goes on the inside of outside zone 4. After seeing the 0 from both of the drivers in the chase, we just compared the lead runs, and Wills gets the win.
Right on. Thank you for the insight. And
no problem.
Hey. Here we go. Corey Talaska and Chris Leonard. Talaska didn't have to do a seeding bracket yesterday, and he started the season off so strong and would love to see him on the box once again, and he obviously would as well. Leonard needs to join the conversation. Talaska rips that Yellow Speed Racing BMW. Good transition from him getting into that last outside zone. Like to see him a little bit deeper there, but like the aggression, very fast. He's got good fluidity, but once he gets into that zone, you could see a little bit of wavering. Would like to throw that thing back just a little bit. But Talaska, like I said, round one.
Yeah, we can't see what happened with the whole battle yet. We haven't seen the second half, but if Talaska comes home with this, he's going to have some things to clean up in that lead position. I like how it started. He did a good job here. Leonard trying to do all he can to keep in the frame. Talaska just needed to massage that car out a little further into 3. You know, there's no one knocking on the door by any means, and Chris Leonard tries to stay in the frame here, and you can, again, only about one tire, you know, flirting with that outer zone 4. I think maybe they just set up the car a little too tight today, but I'm not sure. But we can take another look at the chase drone here as we get through inner clip 1 was great. Outer 2, he almost dropped the tire there, not quite. Stays out of the rumble strips for the most part. Then it kind of gets on the inside here as we're also getting bathed in the smoke. Looking at this as Chris Leonard trying his best to keep up with that 2JZ powered E36 as we get through outer zone 4. Leonard trying to do his best, sacrificing a little bit of angle. Corey finally looking smooth towards the end at the finish line, but he's going to have to push that car a little further out if he's going to continue on here against future competitors.
Absolutely.
So let's give that Mustang some clean air, give Talaska chase.
You know, Talaska's strategy here is I believe he knows he has a horsepower advantage. Hopefully his spotter's saying, hey, give it the beans, but maybe just don't overcook it. You know, just be there in the mix. Leonard saw him in the driver's meeting as he leaving. He's, you know, having fun, playful, but he knows he needs to rise to the occasion. Going against Alaska, like I said, winner round 1 of 4 of this Pro Spec Championship. Don't give him too much room though. Leonard goes off, and this is where that smoke. Oh my gosh, he's throwing the kitchen sink at him, man. This looks more of like a food fight than it does a drift competition. Now coming out, and you can see that straightening. These guys are having a hard time navigate through that smoke. And this is perspective for these spotters. Just seeing the smoke being kicked off. Maybe, like I said, get that compromise. Maybe go on the inside a little bit. You have the proximity. Don't get so much the pocket, given who you're going against.
Yeah, let's check out Chris Leonard's lead here against Talaska. Kind of a little failure to launch there as Leonard gets 2 tires off at first glance here as we get into kind of a lazier transition to the 3. Talaska's trying to kind of adapt to it. There's a little left foot braking, a little wavering. Leonard looking smooth in the later half of that outer zone 3 as he gets into 4. Super shallow here, and Talaska's trying to make those adjustments to kind of match what Chris Leonard's laying down there as after that banana of a bumper that he right before outer zone 3. Let's check out our AirForce.com replay in the sky here. You can see Talaska sacrificing some angle to gain some proximity straight away as they transition into outer zone 3. Talaska gets in front of the pocket there, puts himself back, but you can tell he's just not quite getting the car stable. Almost drops a tire in the dirt there. Almost straightens there as we transition into outer zone 4 and on the way to the finish. So let's see what the judges think. Yeah, I think there's some things to clean up if either party moves forward, but the judges will decide that.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see, seems like much more smoke today being kicked off these cars than yesterday. So, all right, Corey Talaska looks like, yeah, and I agree with that call. A good effort by Leonard, just a little too sloppy in that front lead run for Leonard. Like his aggressiveness, but just not enough. So it looks like Talaska gets the win. And let's throw it down to the other member. Welcome back, the beautiful Lorette Nickel down there in the Sorensen camp. Lorette?
Oh, gang, I am so happy to be back. Amanda Sorensen, I know you wish this was under different circumstances. We have Rudy Hansen right over here, the husband to Shelly Hansen. I wanted to get your perspective of what happened on the track between you and Shelly.
Yeah, honestly, like, it was just, we were going out for a top 32 battle, and I didn't see the debris, to be honest. in the chase position, there's not much you can see, especially going from outside zone 2 to outside zone 3 there. You're just like on the door in the smoke line. And Shelly went like she was pushing off track, and I had seen her going off track. I checked up just a bit, but that was a gnarly wreck. I've been in a lot of off-road like tumbles, and when the back of the car came up, I'm like, wow, time slows down, and you're like, this is one of those moments. But I'm so thankful that car's good. My team is awesome. They're gonna put it back together. There's a lot of damage in the rear, but I got a great team, and we prepare for moments like that. So I'm not going to complain about 2 more laps.
And what's some of the damage the team's trying to fix?
Yeah, I actually I stepped away, so I don't really have an update on it, but I know the rear axle was out, the shock's broken, sway bars are broken, a lot of things are bent in the rear, but this is what we prepare for, so we're good.
Fingers crossed. Thanks, Amanda.
Brett, and thank you, Amanda Sorensen, United States Air Force, a Rockstar energy drink pilot as well. And that's great perspective where, you know, unfortunately or fortunately, you know, fortunately she's okay. Unfortunately, she said, you know, I've been in some things. That was a violent one. You don't expect that buck and bronco here to kick up. So I'm glad she's okay. Yeah. Talking to her dad yesterday, and he couldn't be more proud of his kids and what they're doing. So here we go. Buchanan and Jack Davis. Looks like Easter here with all these you know, pastel colors out on track. But all joking aside, let's crack that egg open and let's see what's sweet. And Buchanan there, you can see him ripping in that Nissan Z. Now into that last outside zone. Jack Davis in the chase is just really shimming in his way. Both these guys just feeding the wheel. You know, Jack got here due to his success in the Pro Spec seating brackets. But again, Cody Buchanan, Jack Davis, here are the numbers, here are the stats. Buchanan, North Dakota native, built Interstate Raceway to practice drifting. You know, fan favorite driver and last year, and Jack Davis from Bixby, Oklahoma. Started drifting at age 13 in a Miata, so quite a progression.
Yeah, Jack's always been aggressive. He hasn't had the most successful year as I think he wanted, but let's take a break down this as we get through Outer Zone 3. Buchanan looking a little smoother in the lead position versus Jack Davis. Kind of gets the car settled in the later half of that zone as he drops a little tire. Going in Outer Zone 4, Buchanan finally gets the car settled halfway through a 4. And Davis staying well within the picture there, putting on the pressure on that Easter-colored Z of Cody Buchanan. As we take another look, as our eye in the sky, Jack Davis throwing a little too much angle in that transition. Kind of gets back in the pocket there, about 2/3 of the way through Outer Zone 3 as we transition. Good anticipation there. Jack, again, that dirt drop kind of messed with his fluidity there as he tries to gain proximity, but Buchanan, very little mistakes there in the lead position, I believe, and it's going to give him a little bit of advantage, I feel, but Jack Davis has still got that lead run to give Buchanan chase, so he's no one to sleep on either, so it's going to be interesting.
Jack Davis out there in the Deutschwerks BMW E36. Buchanan pulling up there in the SRD Nissan Z. Got the tri-spokes out back. You a fan of the tri-spokes?
No.
I appreciate your honesty. What's funny is, you know, back in the day, like Yokohama, the Advan wheels, the split spoke, like, yeah. I never loved those, and now it's like they're cool because it depicts a certain time. It's kind of like an arrow wheel. Here we go. All right, so Jack Davis, regardless, he needs to show up and look good. And of an era right now is he's on a glow up here with this lead run. Jack Davis brings it on in, a little left foot brake. You see the front wheel stop, but Buchanan tucks in nicely. Now transitioning that last outside zone 4. A lot more comfortable for both the drivers. I'll tell you what, yeah. Jack, Josh Grobenham, dude, I'll raise you up, you know, and he'll elevate his run because a good lead run creates a good chase run. I think Jack did a good job up front.
Yeah, I agree, Jared. This is what we wanted to see. They're going around the bubble here. Good initiation, throwing a lot of angle on it. Little too deep on interclip 1, but not too much to upset the chase driver. Get good position on Outer Zone 2. As we transition, you can see when we take another look at it, there's like gobs of handbrake. He was trying to decel, but that gave Buchanan an opportunity to really catch up here. I really like the transition from both parties. Buchanan timed that attack really well, and Davis is in really good position in that Outer Zone 4, and Buchanan putting on really good pressure on that Outer Zone 4. As we potentially take another look, we'll just wait for the results. But I really liked what Buchanan did in that between 3 and 4. It wasn't an attack right after the transition. It was more like a gradual build-up, and he really stuck it to the door of Davis there in that Deutschwerks BMW. So BC Racing side by side as we get through the chicane, and outside of that bubble, you can see Davis out front on the right, Buchanan in front on the left. Both similar interclip ones there as we get through the transition into 3. You can see Davis kind of having a little advantage in proximity there, but Buchanan kind of overcomes that in the end of 3 as he shows his attack in that outer zone 4 on the right side versus the left of Davis, kind of do a little more wavering and a little less comfortable in that chase position versus Buchanan. So I think it's kind of going to come down to the chase run here on both drivers, in my most humble of opinions.
It's all about perspective, what the judges, you know, where they lie the heaviest weight of the critiqued run. And Buchanan and Davis await the results. The winner of this battle to go against Kelsey Rawlings or Nick Jimenez. That will be our next battle. And again, still have the Shelly Hansen, Amanda Sorensen. Now, again, if you're just tuning in, we are live here from Burt Brothers Motor Park, and we are in our Link Engine Management Pro Spec Championship. Tomorrow will be round 7, but this is the final round, and a champion will be crowned here this evening around dinner time. So it'll be sweet for one of the drivers. Will it be a 3rd championship for Dimitri Brutsky? Will it be Nate Chen rising to the occasion? Also Cole Richards from Atlanta, Naples, Florida, all of it. He is a talented driver. Excited to see him rise to the occasion as well.
This might be a... Let's see what we got.
Oh, there we go. Oh, one more time, and there it is. So across the board, one more time. Good driving from both drivers, but I think they equally had similar mistakes as well.
Yeah, even though I felt like Buchanan was a little more comfortable in the chase, he also didn't look as comfortable in the lead, and vice versa, and opposite for Davis. So Good call. Let's clean it up, run it back, and now we got Kelsey Rawlings and Nick Jimenez.
You can see the stats there and the numbers. Both guy and gal in their Nissan S chassis, Nissan Z. And both these drivers, first time in competition, you know, seated 13th and 20th, so neither of them had to compete in their seating brackets. But it will be Kelsey Rawlings who leads, and Jimenez in the chase position. And they are on the start line. Clear to send. Kelsey Rawlings, a longtime Formula Drift competitor, 10-year FD veteran. First woman to ever earn a previously known as Pro 2, now Pro Spec, as she comes into that inside clip and that second outside zone, ripping away from Jimenez. Into this 3rd outside zone, he saw come a little unwound, but stays in it. Now in this last outside zone goes Kelsey Rawlings. Jimenez, you can see just trying to slowly inch his way, not on the same line as Kelsey Rawlings. A great lead run by Kelsey Rawlings, but Nick was just a step behind and a step on the inside, kind of every point.
Yeah, I couldn't quite just catch his breath, if we might put it that way.
Good analogy.
It was a good, been watching, you know, Kelsey practice all weekend, and every lap she's improved, and it's finally come to fruition here in her first competition lead run. So here we go. Outer zone 1, outer zone interclip move, dropping a tire there, so that judge is going to look at as an error, but good setup in outer zone 3. Jimenez trying to gain some real estate here through outer zone 3, as Kelsey's looking pretty smooth out front through the whole entirety of that zone. Could have had a little more aggressive transition going into 4. Looked like she was hesitating a little bit, but Jimenez could have capitalized on that and gained some proximity as we take another look in our eye of the sky as Kelsey lines up for kind of a straight line initiation despite the bubble. Drops almost 2 tires there. Can't quite see through the smoke, but does a great job. She doesn't light off as soon as we would like to see in outer zone 3. Flirts with the inner line of that outer zone 3 and transitions. Is a little lazy into outer 4. Jimenez just couldn't quite get the firecracker going to get that Nissan Z onto the door of Kelsey's S14. So let's reverse roles here, give Jimenez the clean air, and that Coyote powered S14 will give chase. Yes.
We get it, you're a Ford guy. Again,
people got to know, okay?
People know. People know you're a Ford guy. I brought up at the top of the show. And, you know, I'll elaborate some more talking with some drivers in regards to you know, the terminology. You know, we used to have a decel map, now it's a momentum map, and I think some of the terminology, you know, talking about firing off. If you fire off, does that mean you fire on, or you know, is it a switch? I would say it's more of a momentum, as opposed to, it's a dimmer switch. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? Where we're basically like, okay, you're floating in, and then you fire off, meaning you turn on the smoke machine. I don't know if that's a, you know, again, just kind of a stigma. Here we go, Jimenez out front. You talk about that clean air, and he's got it. Kelsey Rawlings aggressive on the chase. She has to back down, but you saw her back off a little bit. Oh, and Kelsey maxing out the angle, taking, you know, slowing down the car with that angle. That might have been a really good move, kind of collecting her thoughts, getting in the dirt a little bit there. So Jimenez places the car properly out front. Kelsey in the chase position. You saw her go into that third zone. I thought she might have floated off into the dirt, but it wasn't the case. She held onto it.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about these cars riding this this fine line of needing that grip to complete this course and the control that gives you. But Jimenez did a great job of going into outer zone 3 here as we take a look from our airforce.com replay. Kelsey looking aggressive, but not as confident in the chase as I feel like Jimenez was. He just didn't have maybe the machine or the placement to begin with, where Kelsey might have had the power and aggression to do that, but she was just looking a little timid when she almost got too close and had to back off, and then gained too much real estate between the two. But both parties there in their lead position dropped in outer zone 2, so that's going to be a couple of errors there. But Kelsey almost dropping dirt there in outer zone 3 and sacrificed a little bit of angle to get some more proximity through outer 3 as they transition into 4. Jimenez doing a decent job. You can see him kind of feeding that wheel a little bit, but he's, for the most part, very smooth in 3, or excuse me, outer zone 4, while Kelsey was just kind of bobbing and weaving in that chase position through the entirety of outer zone 4. So let's see what the judges think.
Again, two very talented drivers, a very fast, difficult course. You really got to bring it. You know, we talk and big up Seattle, such a fun track, but you really got to have that high speed. You got to dial it in. This is high speed. This is flat out. And the biggest point of contention that a lot of the drivers we're talking about in the drivers meeting is, as we say, firing off into outside zone 3. Yeah, timing it, anticipation, course knowledge, track awareness, the whiskers of a cat. You got to know where you're at all times and know your boundaries. And also, yeah, you're going to have to navigate smoke. That is, we know that. I mean, if you're new to this, sorry, like you got to adapt, you know. And in the drivers meeting, it's like, you know, some of the verbiage, like I said, it's not firing off. It's a progressive thing. And if a driver does that, the judges are watching that lead car. If it is flagrantly parking it and they're slowing down, the judges are seeing that. Right. Trust and entrust that they have the wherewithal to know that lead car, if he's slowing down and impeding in that chase car, they're going to see that. Run your game, and if you back into them or ram them, that's that lead car's fault. So again, you take it all on both sides, man.
Yeah, like I said, you can see both parties in the lead position here. Kelsey on the left, lead position. Jimenez on the right, both dropping tire back in outer zone 2. But you can see both parties very comfortable in the chase position, but I feel like Jimenez, despite the time zone difference in his proximity there between Kelsey and his chase position, he did look more confident, where Kelsey was just kind of bobbing and weaving and not looking as confident in that chase position, where she was trying to gain ground, trying to cheat the line, or just maybe even the car itself to gain that proximity, versus Jimenez didn't have the proximity, but he was following the correct lines and showing some temperament there. So here we go.
Slide him left, slide him right, one more time. A Jimenez and a Nick Jimenez gets the victory. And Nick Jimenez gets the victory. All right, so it looks like Eggert. Lead runs are better, even though the proximity, just some wavering, just overhearing the judges. So Jimenez just outshined Kelsey in better 4 and in 2. And right now we're looking at Jerry Johnson and Matthew Bystrack. Jerry Johnson, a rookie from right here in Salt Lake City. He's got that All-American livery. He comes in the driver's meeting. I'm here. You're like, okay, thanks, bud. Thanks, Jerry.
When you see the Monopoly man,
yeah, dude, I don't think that car has any fuel in it. It just plugs in. It might be JJ. It's JJ power, Jerry Johnson. The 97, ripping on in. NASCAR power, Toyota GT86. This dude's on fire. The action on that transition. Now that last outside zone, boom, right there. Got that cage kit. Shout out to Rob. And Matthew Bystrack chasing him down, entering his 5th Pro Spec season, debuting this new car this year. It feels like it's got it right, but Jerry, what a weapon.
What, absolutely. It's always a real treat hearing that thing just scream as we get through outer zone 2. Bystrack getting lost in the smoke there. Both parties keeping it off the rumbles for Bystrack. Kind of struggling through that transition there as Johnson does a great job of holding his own in outer zone 3 in a transition here. Little hesitation. I think he was trying to avoid the dirt there. Bystrack kind of taking his own radius through outer zone 4 there as he's trying to, I don't want to say cheat the line, but he's trying to just sneak up on him, but not where you wanted to be in that transition by any means. As you can see, Jerry dropping one tire. That's going to be the one little deficit I can see from his run. And the little hesitation, Bystrack kind of, he's just like a little offset. He needed to put that car a little further on the outside and obviously get some more approximation. You can see it. He threw a little too much angle in his transition, Bystrack, but Johnson looking smooth in that 4. So there it is. Bystrack will get the clean air.
Bystrack and Johnson. I would say Bystrack looks a little non-committal. Like he's been dating for a while, just not able to bend the knee and propose. You know, just like get on down there, brother. You got to throw it in. And Jerry Johnson is 105% all the time. So just knowing, but that could hurt him in the case here. So hopefully a spotter says, all right, here's where Bystrack's at, and ideally, you know, the spotter yesterday was watching, again, don't know who Jerry's spotter is here, but again, his lady, you know, loves the cats, and, you know, again, get those whiskers out, see where those sensors and feelers are at, but he goes 100%, man. So maybe that, like I said, taking a view where Bystrack was at, not only on that run, but yesterday, and taking that consideration, because if you go 100 and Bystrack's off a little bit, you might take yourself out.
Yeah, and I feel like Bystrack is still maybe getting used to this car. It's his, you know, debut this year, so, but he could also surprise us. So here we go.
Okay, Bystrack goes into that first outside zone. Jerry drops into formation into this outside zone 3. There goes Bystrack, and this is what I was talking about. So here's Bystrack. It comes at him a little bit. Jerry's still applying the pressure, transitioning. Jerry tries to time it. Good proximity. Oh, Bystrack.
Keep it together.
You know, by comparison, like I said, Bystrack, not really committed. He was more committed on that battle, but you know who's even more committed? Jerry Johnson.
Absolutely.
I mean, his nose might be on fire, but his rear end is dusty.
Oh, big time. I mean, look at that Mustang was just whipping it after that OZ1 as we get through into outer zone 3, and Jerry's just right there with him. Timed that transition great. You could see a gobs of handbrake being pulled by Bystrack before that zone, but both parties doing a good job here. A little waiver from Johnson before that transition, but boom, gets in that pocket and stays with him through thick and thin, Jared, as they get through some dirt of that Utah. Johnson almost became where he needed to be in the lead position, if you will, in that outer zone 4. Take another look in the chase cam here as Johnson does a good job of his, could show his temperament, bettering the angle of Bystrack is going in there. Does pull a little bit out, gains that proximity, a little bit of wavering, and the transition here is a good shot. Good attack. Sacrifices the angle, but then comes back into it and commits. You never see the smoke dissipate from the back of that Johnson's vehicle. So there we go.
And yeah, and Jerry did a good job navigating through the smoke, because Bystrack didn't kick off a lot of smoke, but he really committed. And there it is. Jerry Johnson gets the win. All right, Jerry, the 97 of Toyota. As we are continuing on the action, Lorette is with Mr. Nate Chen. Moving on.
Moving on, and so excited about it. But Nate, it wasn't easy because you've had a weekend full of frustrations.
Yeah, it's been a crazy weekend. We had a issue with a setting that did not allow us to have nitrous yesterday, and we didn't really figure that out until this morning. So luckily we changed that, and that basically changed all of the settings that we were struggling with yesterday. So it was like driving a completely different car this morning. After the first practice run, our crank pulley bolt fell off, so then we had to fix that. Huge shout out to Odie Bakshis for lending us one. And then we got maybe 3 laps total in practice, and then it was out top 32 battle, which I've never actually won a top 32 battle here. So it felt really good to get that monkey off my back, and it was a huge relief.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, we all know the story here. 100-point tie. One of the championship contenders parked right behind Nate. Again, like Nate said, lucky to get that monkey off his back after not ever winning a top 32 battle here in Utah. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Lorette. And yeah, man, I don't know who you need to call, Nate, but you need to apologize to somebody. Sounds like you got some gremlins there, and just be one and create a relationship as we are looking at the one more time of Cody Buchanan and Jack Davis. Like I said, Easter has arrived here in Utah.
A little later, early, depending on what you look at it.
Yeah, POS, dude. The people have spoken. There's only one Easter egg dine company. That is POS. Is this battle brought to you by POS? All right, Cody Buchanan out front. Jack Davis in that chase position. Drops into the outside zone one. Passing inside clip. Well done. Look how settled the cars are by comparison to that first one. Jack, boom. He is really trying to force an error on Cody Buchanan, but Cody unwavered. Now to that last outside zone 4. Both them bringing it on in. Buchanan and Davis. That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
That is more exemplary of the talent we know they have between both Buchanan and Davis. Great job.
I don't know what Davis flipped, but that switch was the right one. That was an excellent job in that chase position. He cleaned that up, and Buchanan looked a little more aggressive. He turned it up a few percent, but let's check it out. Davis taking advantage of that bubble in the chase position as Buchanan throws it in through inner clip 1 and outer zone 2. May have dropped a tire there, but great mimicking by Davis here as he gets into the pocket. Nice and smooth. Doesn't look like he's making a lot of adjustments like the previous battle, but could have used a little more proximity if he wanted to really edge the judges on here, as Buchanan looking smooth out front in that pastel Z as Davis puts on the pressure real well on the last half of that outer zone 4. And you can see here, Jared, as they just ride that razor edge through that outer zone 3. Buchanan's been dialing that in just really good all weekend, and Davis just closing the door on
That was
Buchanan.
sick.
That's what we needed to do.
That's what we know they're capable of, right?
They just had to shake it off. I don't know what Davis did, but that was good. They made the changes they needed to, and Buchanan didn't turn it up too much, but he turned it up just enough to paint that good canvas that Davis allowed him to paint the chase on.
And back to the line. Jack Davis will lead. And Cody Buchanan now chasing him down. We saw Cody kind of just modify his line to make sure that you know, he wasn't in that smoke and bathing in it. We'll see if he makes those modifications to his line overall. Jack Davis out front, Deutschwerks, BMW, good fluid. I like it. Wasn't too like nasty and aggressive. Now Cody Buchanan doesn't know what to do with his hands and doesn't know what to do with that Z. You can see him again modifying the car, get into that pocket. Let's see who's gonna sink in the sword. Jack Davis, he goes out just a little touch of Buchanan. Dude, that was great. I mean, that was a finals-esque battle. That looked really solid from both Davis and Buchanan.
Yeah, we're going to be splitting hairs here, Jared, as I'm having a hard time seeing who dominated versus the other here. But look at the mimicking of Buchanan there, and a great job of setting himself up in that chase position. Davis, really good job of filling up the entire outer zone 3, and Buchanan sitting there right with him, timing that transition really well and putting on that pressure through outer zone 4, sacrificing a little bit of angle. He could have matched a little better and just about booped that driver door of Jack Davis's BMW. So that's going to be a really tough decision here for the judges here as we take another look in their eye in the sky. Buchanan puts the pressure on early and never lets go as we get through outer zone 1. Great transition, like I said before. Buchanan just timed that really well, but so did Davis. I think we'll see a side-by-side here shortly as we get through the course here and see that transition by both parties. Just doing a great job. Very smooth, very calculated, and very intentful from both drivers. It was just like they could have switched cockpits and we wouldn't have known. They just almost drove the same chase. Like that was intense.
Yeah, that was like camping, intense. Waiting for the verdict here. Who's going to come out on top?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can see very similar starts. Davis, had a little more proximity from the get-go, but Buchanan closed that gap in comparison where Davis kind of dropped off in that chase position. And Buchanan, they both had very similar entries into outer zone 3 in the lead position where the chase, Buchanan did better the proximity there, and I feel like his attack was a little more aggressive here going into 4, where Davis also made up that ground, but Buchanan was almost on the door of Davis in comparison. So might have split hairs here. I think Buchanan had just a a couple few percent better chase than Davis. So, but it's not for me to decide.
Yeah, you shut your mouth. I'm going to put some SOPA in it.
Shawshank.
Again, have we capitalized on, you know, and also, did your wife assume your name, or did she go the?
No, she didn't. She was like, that's too much work.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
All right. And I assume Abel Sopa.
Yeah, Abel Sopa.
And did we capitalize on this name of your brand, of your body products?
Who was that soap guy that you?
I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a minute,
that's
but I think, you know, Fight Club, Mischief, Mayhem, Soap. That's what we need. We need. Yeah, that was their motto: Mischief, Mayhem, Soap. And obviously, the first rule is you don't talk about it.
Right.
Fight Club. Speaking of Fight Club, these two gladiators waiting for the outcome here, and this is much more exemplary of their driving prowess in the second one more time battle, their first one more time battle, but their second battle overall. The SRD Nissan Z. And scores are in. Slide him left for Buchanan, right for Davis, and 1 vote for Cody, 2 votes for Cody, and 3 votes for Cody Buchanan. A great effort by Jack Davis as we are advancing on. And all right, I'm ready for this interview. Lorette, don't feed him any energy drinks, okay? Do not feed the animals. Lorette, down to you and Jerry Johnson.
This man does not need any more energy drinks, caffeine. He is ready to go at all times. Rookie of the year, you are in that chase. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. But Jerry, the top 32 is so stressful. Talk to us about that.
You know, so this is my home track. I have all of my friends and family out there in the field. So I wanted to perform top 32. I didn't want to get knocked out. You know, believe it or not, we have fought battle with a lot of problems with the car. Excuse me, sorry, a lot of emotion going on right now. I want to thank the team for all the stuff they've done this weekend. We're really going to try to stay in the chase, in the fight for Rookie of the Year.
Is that where the emotion's coming from?
Yeah, there's a lot of everything. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. That's all.
Woo! Jerry, thank you so much. Best of luck moving forward, guys.
You got to love that. Again, the highs are highs, and just the overall emotion. You know, there's some drivers that just love doing this, and if you're not doing it, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. You know, and a lot of the, you know, in any motorsport, there's some drivers that do it for the love of the game and hanging with their family, hanging with their friends, and Jerry Johnson has a good time doing what he does. Moving on to our next battle, looks like we got Mr. Knappich, the Dona Media S chassis, and he is going against Cody Dempster. You talked about all the issues he had from the victory, talking about pistons, talking about rings, talking about some issues, and right now Knappich is on and running. Look at Cody Dempster slingshotting up there, gets involved in the dirt, but Knappich unhinged. Comes in that last outside zone. Donut Optima Batteries S chassis. The spark is alive and well, and Knappich, that was the best run I've seen him partake in. Just got that clean air. Knappich was just laser focused.
I don't know what he had for breakfast here, but
give him more.
That was awesome. He did have a couple tires off there in the rumble strips. One big deficit there, but the rest of the run, pretty dang good. As Cody's kind of struggling here, as you said, got a little tangled up with the dirt. Adam could have been a little deeper in outer zone 3, but does a great job of transitioning smooth into 4. Also a little bit shallower there. Cody finally gets into the picture here as he gets to the rear left tire of that Corvette of Cody Dempster. As we take a look at the chase cam here, you can see just 1 tire off there in outer zone 1. Great position on inner clip 1. Outer zone 2 looking really good. Knappich, and fires off just about at the right time, but Cody getting probably 2 tires off there, so that's going to be a little difference in the chase besides the overall attitude of his chase run here against Adam Knappich. As we take a little zoom out here on this Burt Brothers Motorsport Park as they finish the run. We'll switch him around and give Knappich, or not Knappich, but Cody Dempster a little chance of the clean air, see what he can give Adam Knappich to chase.
There are the stats and the numbers from Cody and Knappich. Now we are going to see Cody Dempster, and you know, the spotter over here, Big J, cheering him on. But again, spotter methodology. You know, some are cheerleaders, some are calling it like shaming almost. You know, like a David Goggins, like, come on man, step it up. And some are like, you know, hey, good job, buddy. You know, some are Disney, and some are SEALs. You know, so let's see what we got here. Cody Dempster, a swing thing in front of Knappich. Cody Dempster brings into that Second outside zone. Here comes Knappich. Now there he goes applying the pressure. Knappich straightens out a little bit. Sorry there for the tap. He's trying to tap his door here, and Knappich absolutely. Oh, and Cotty comes unwound. So both these guys a little loose.
Come on, finish line's back there,
wow.
boys.
Wow, they were. That got a little hairy. That got a little hairy for both the guys. That was very. Let's take a look at it.
I had him aggressive right off the bat here. Look at the approach there he took. He let Cotty just swing in front of that S14 as we bring it around through outer zone 2. Great position here. Adam wavering a little bit, but he does have a little better proximity versus Cotty's chase as he almost knocks on his right door there as we. Great transition here by Cotty. Throws a little too much angle on it. Extremely absent in the first half of that outer zone 1 as Knappich does a great job of adapting. It gives a little tap after the finish, but that's going to be null and void after the finish line, of course. As we take another look through outer zone 3, Knappich can see pulling some angle out of the car, gaining some proximity, but Cotty's throwing a massive smoke and angle out of that Corvette. Adam does a great dive here, but despite his effort and aggression there, Cotty threw in too much angle, and Adam had to kind of pull back. But let's see what the judges say. Slide him left, right. What do we think, Jared?
Slide him left. Knappich dominant over Cotty Dempster. Cotty just unfortunately had too many issues, but again, Knappich he was really pushing hard there. Almost I don't want to say took himself out, but great running by Cotty Dempster yesterday, but unfortunately his weekend is done and his season's done. For everybody that gets knocked out, great season. Hats off to a very talented field of pro spec drivers, including Cotty, and again, some great driving yesterday.
Yeah, this was exciting to see here. I mean, we were only not even halfway through our 32, so let's take a look. Oh, we got Lorette down there. So
yep. And we're taking a look at how it is shaped up so far. We have one hole, that top left corner, and that is between Amanda Sorensen and the driver that is with Lorette Nickel, and that is Shelly Hansen. Down to you, Lorette.
Thank you, Jared. We just wanted to get an update. How's everything? Hi, how's everything on the car?
Car's great. I had a lot of issues in practice, and yesterday I was struggling with a lot of power steering, front steering issues, things breaking, arms broken, tie rods, all these things, and then finally got the car dialed and felt really good out there, and then had a little hiccup with Amanda and some car parts. So, yeah.
All right, well, how do you refocus at this point?
You know, it's just, it's all calculations in my head, and I felt really good, and I was hitting all the zones, and I'm just gonna go out there and just do the same thing, and try to just hit all those zones and be right on her.
Love it. Do the drifting thing. Best of luck. Thank you so much for the update, guys.
Lorette, and thank you, Shelly Hansen. A good attitude. She's always high-fiving, asking questions, and again, a cancer survivor, and love her attitude. Great attitude, and hopefully you have a great attitude, because we are elevated, baby. We are here at Burt Bros Motor Park. That's right, the Burt Brothers taking on the naming rights here in Utah. When we come back, more action in our Link Engine Management Pro Spec Championship.
ECU, let's get it. We got the spiciest K-Series built.
Supercharged Ford Eliminator engine.
Oh, good old SR20. Blink Monsoon is so rowdy.
Naturally aspirated, 1,000 horsepower, LS-based engine. And then we're going to add nitrous on top of it. Running an S54 controlled by Link ECU. Link direct injection, EcoBoost, Fox body.
I actually put an FA24 in it. B58, E46, Link ECU.
No matter what engine you have, it's a stock K24 or it's a 1,000-wheel 2J. Link ECU all day. These are my race treads for going the distance.
Racetreads.com. Tires for every adventure.
GT Radio. Experience ultra high performance.
Formula Drift is brought to you by Air Force, Aim High. Type S, official lighting sponsor of Formula Drift. Lights, camera, power, fun. GT Radial, experience the performance. And Fast Orange, the official hand cleaner of Formula Drift.
And we are back. A beautiful day here in Utah. Thanks for joining us. Jared Dienda, Matt Sopa, your tour guides up here in the box next to our judges, Vernon, Brian, and Reese. And down on the ground, Lorette Nickel. Welcome back to Utah. And we are advancing on Cole Richards, Cameron Sorensen. Cole Richards tied for first, going against 13-year-old Cameron Sorensen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
Really cool. So here we go. Cole Richards will lead. Cameron Sorensen giving chase. Cameron earned his spot, narrowly making it here into competition. Cole Richards passed an inside clip. Now into that third. Look at him just ripping in. Comes a little unwound, steps back into it. Cameron Sorensen, that Spider BMW. Now coming that last outside zone. Cole Richards. Oh, look at Cameron.
Hello.
Cameron pushing him around.
Oh, no.
It might, Cameron was right there. Like I said, there was contact there, but how much did that affect him? Did he come unwound? Was it, that?
At first glance, it looked like Richards was off on his own accord, but let's take another look and see if we can deduce something. It was the chase driver kind of being a bully, or not, but let's take a look as Richards just slams that thing into outer zone 1. Cameron right there with him as they were a little shallow in 2, so he's kind of doing a little beeline approach into outer zone 3, and Cameron sacrificed the angle to gain that proximity through 3. A little wavering through and left foot breaking through Richards. Now let's take another look at this, Jared. As great transition from Sorensen, but little contact. I mean, it was so close. We had a good drone shot. Maybe Justin could give us a little more insight there as we take another look. We'll start it out through interclip 1. As you can see, he was a little shallow there. He might have flirted with the paint on that outer zone 2, but he set himself up here, fired off a little bit too late, but he does make up for it in the latter half. So as we do this transition, we bring it around here, slowing it down. I don't see the cars being upset from contact. See, the dirt kind of almost put that back end into Cameron, but I feel like that was an independent. What do you think, Jared?
Yeah,
And there's a D-bead maybe too, so that's
yeah,
truly
I'm seeing that back right for this is if it's just Cole going in that back right grabbing and D-beating and throwing him off, that would suck.
Big time.
Not to.
Yeah, because he.
Yeah, I'm just I don't want to see Cole go out this way. It happens. I had a great conversation with Cole earlier in the pits, but let's take a look. Was there contact that maybe forced him just a little off?
It was. You put a piece of paper between them. The only time I seen the cars upset together was after the dirt drop, and then the tail end kind of hit Cameron's car. But that's just at face value here. Maybe the judges see something different. Okay.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Stay right there, Justin. I know it's. now the rumble strip stops, and then the car enters the dirt there, and it looks independent to me. The car's
I think a big indicator would be grinding on the door. Let's take a look at the door. I mean, that front, I would say the biggest contact, the first point of contact would be Cameron's front right, potentially on the door of Cole. If there isn't any sort of body damage on that left side, because obviously Cole, independent, would go off, hit that back right, the bumper gets shedded, but there would be rubbing on the door. That would be the biggest indicator that there was contact.
And being a black car, it's really hard to see from here. We'll have boy boots on the ground to tell us. Maybe we can, Justin, get in there a little closer to that driver door if you could.
Cole Richards, 21 years old. The GR86. His car has seen many different iterations over the years.
Looks pretty
clean. Yeah, I am not seeing.
Not even on the side skirt, which probably protrudes more than a door. So that thing is looking pretty minty.
Just on the left.
Right.
Yeah, so, Cameron Sorensen began drifting at 11. He won the 2024 Colorado Drift Pro-Am Championship and became the youngest Formula Drift driver. And I think that, unfortunately, Cole just...
And then the rumble strip stops, and that's where it ends.
He dips and grabs.
Even then, like, the cars even go way in the front. They start to separate and taper there until right there.
Comes unwound.
Yep. It's such a bummer.
Yeah. Over here, the judges want to confirm with them. I could see them doing their hand signals. And just confirm with the judges, that was an independent off track by Cole. Let's throw Reese on the headset there and get some confirmation.
Yeah, we were reviewing. We were trying to get as many reviews as we can to see if there was any contact, and we don't seem to see any contact. It was really close. A good portion of it was they had really great proximity, and then he just kind of floats off. We're going to see here. You can see proximity starts to close. We start to get really close here, really close. We don't feel like there's any contact here. We can see here already went off track, and then right about here is when we see maybe like a rut or something that he went. We wanted to make sure that wasn't a push or anything like that. We don't see it that way, so we view it as an independent.
Yeah, and also in addition to that, our track staff down there, no damage on the car on the left-hand side as we saw from up here just with that camera angle, and they have confirmed it down there. So that would basically imply that physically there's no damage on that left-hand side.
Unfortunately.
And that is a huge shock to the Cole Richards program. I had a beautiful conversation with him before we kick things off today. He says, don't suck, be better, but because Cole Richards DB'd on that right-hand side, he has to be forced out. So Cole Richards and his championship contention is over due to Nate Chen advancing. We have yet to see Dimitri Brutsky, but so unfortunate for Cole Richards. Love his driving, great attitude. He's just, and Cameron Sorensen is calling a comp timeout. Okay.
Maybe
so Cameron Sorensen calling a competition timeout. And kind of shocked by that because all he needs to do is a buy run.
A non-judged lead run is what I like. Before we had to do like a non-judged qualifying run to be a buy run. Does that make sense? But also, if you don't have qualifying, I call it a non-judged lead run, independent lead run. But yeah, Cameron, so he's going to pull off the track here, assess maybe the thing is overheating or something. We're going to get Ryan Kaufman and Josh Stewart, the commander, on the line.
All right, so before we get moving on to the next battle, Lorette, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to get a word with Cole. Could you tell us what your perspective was? What happened out there?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the track got super grippy over the course from practice to now. And I really thought I was right there on the track limits. And I thought I got a little nudge from Cameron Sorensen, but I guess I just went off, and that's the way she goes.
Cole, thank you so much. You should be so proud of yourself and how much effort you put in this year. Guys.
Thank you, Lorette, and obviously deserve it of some time there as our cars are staged and ready, but thank you for that insight. And Cole, thank you for the humility carrying there. He's like, yep, that's the way it goes, and that's a great attitude. Cole, you definitely, outside of being a great drifter, just a great young man. So thank you for everything that you do for the sport, man. So again, hold your head high. But unfortunately, Cole Richards' championship contention is over. Ryan Kaufman, Josh Stewart. Here we go. Kaufman out front. FC RX-7, the taxi garage. These are a lot larger than those crazy carts that they modify. But the FC RX-7 comes into that zone, and oh, buddy, you can see Josh Stewart. And again, retired Lieutenant Commander. The commander demands some attention. Yeah. But Kaufman, given the respect where respect is due, but he's got to run his own game. And the FC in blue. I'm a sucker for a good FC RX-7, and what those taxi garage fellas do is pretty awesome. But the commander, he was twisting the screws, brother.
Just a good-looking machine, that FC out front here, as Kaufman brings it in through under clip 1, and the Commander Stewart doing a great job of mimicking everything Kaufman was doing. We could just see the proximity there, but he did have to make a little adjustment. Kaufman could have been a little deeper in outer zone 3 as Commander Stewart loses a little proximity. I love the attack here. Does make contact, it seems there. The car's looked upset and kind of almost pushes Kaufman back in outer zone 4 as he tries to make up some ground there. Taking a look from the eye in the sky, Justin Smash, as we see Stewart giving chase. As that you can see this transition, and there's just maybe a little paint swap there, and kind of upsets the car of a Corvette more than anything. So I feel like Stewart was a little more too aggressive there in that chase position in that transition. So it might be a little deficit in his camp. So let's give Stewart the clean air as we take a look at the stats here.
Yeah, Stewart got a little stabby, just like stabbing back and forth. Ryan Kaufman coming all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the Mazda FC RX-7. Just an iconic chassis. Gotta love it. Not the easiest car to set up, those FCs, but I love them.
Yeah, they're good-looking machines.
Yeah. All right, so Stewart, again, the commander, began drifting in 2019. Wife as his handler, daughter as a spotter. So absolutely a family affair here in that Stewart Racing Corvette. Stewart taps that rumble strip, hits it and quits it. Now, a lot more fluid out front, but I'll tell you what, Kaufman, no Kaufman at Kaufman. He is smooth sailing right now. A lot of Navy themes going on. Stewart comes a little unwound. Kaufman adapts. Good awareness. Did you see that awareness of Kaufman? You saw Stewart come a little unwound. Kaufman backed off, but it wasn't violent, didn't panic.
Yeah.
And just modified his line just a little bit. Well done by Stewart and Kaufman.
Yeah, I always like seeing the temperament of the chase driver, and like exactly like you said, not too attacking, not panicking. As Stewart almost straightens up there, I think that's why he was a little wide there in outer zone 2, dropping a couple tires. Also flirting with the rumble strips there, going in outer zone 3 as Kaufman puts on the pressure where Kaufman wasn't as deep in outer zone 3 along with Stewart in their lead positions. But here we go, in outer zone 4, Stewart kind of weevil and wobble in there as Kaufman does a great job of adapting to that less than stellar outer zone 4 performance of Stewart. As we get to the chase cam here, as outer zone 2, you can see 1, 2, maybe just 1 from Stewart, maybe flirting with the 1 drop there in the rumble strip. You can see the left foot braking, just the wheeling and dealing of these guys. Getting through outer zone 3 is a good attack here from Kaufman. He feels like he probably had an advantage, and he was just showing his temperament. That's what I like to see. You're not trying to, like you say, stabbing the other car in front of you, but let them know you're there, but not making any great mistakes.
Yep. There we are, still working on Amanda Sorensen's BMW, and also, keep in mind the Sorensen camp. Cameron Sorensen called that competition timeout, even on a bye run. Again, a little bit of a head scratcher here. Let's take a look at the BC Racing side by side.
I'd agree here. You can see a similar approximation. We got Kaufman leading on the left, Stewart on the right, and you can see him drop there on the right there in the lead position as Kaufman and Stewart have very similar positions here in that lead position. But I would say that Stewart was in a little deficit in that chase position, or Kaufman had a better chase in that outer zone 3, and same thing in outer zone 4. So I think we're going to go back to I think the deciding factor is that chase position in 3 and 4 that Kaufman, I feel like, did a little better job than Commander Stewart.
There we are looking at the 2 cars parked, Stewart and Kaufman. And there we are looking at Amanda Sorensen talking to Trey, I believe.
Yeah, just, a casual tire rear suspension rebuild project going on here.
Kaufman and Stewart, one more time from Reese Merritt, another one more time. So
okay.
mistakes on either side.
New
And,
life.
yeah, I mean, you know, again, we saw, was it one went with Kaufman, correct? Was it you, Brian? And I was kind of leaning that way. I was thinking that it was going to be Kaufman, but I appreciate that. There's Amanda Sorensen as Cameron is going to take his bye run, the little brother. And let's talk with Lorette, who is down there once again with Amanda Sorensen. You got father and daughter, Lorette.
There he is.
I thought that was Randy. That was Kojima, my bad.
Hi.
Lorette, down to you.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jared. So, guys, I just wanted to get an update. I know earlier you said that you didn't ask. Should I ask you or should I ask Mike?
Yeah, let Mike do the explaining.
All right, Amanda, thanks. All right, can you give us an update on the car?
Broke a lot of stuff, but we fixed it.
Yeah, and what exactly did you fix?
About everything in the left corner. Yeah, it was quite a job, but the crew was kicking some ass, and the car is going to be good.
Love that. And as he said, the Sorensen team had all the parts. Mike, thank you very much for your insight. And Amanda, come here. How's your confidence going into the next couple of laps?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not mad about 2 more laps, you know? So it is the last round of the season, and it's always so sad because we have such a long off season. But I think it's fun to just embrace the journey, and I know 2026 is going to be huge, but things like this are what make our team better, and as long as we can walk away from the weekend feeling like we won, whether that's on the podium or just with the spirits of the team, I think that that's what our goal is. So I'm excited, and I'm ready to go with Shelly.
And Cameron right now on his bye run, what would you tell him if you could talk to him?
Just enjoy it. Enjoy every single lap, every gear shift, every turn, because there's so much, like, it's just cool to be here. It's such a cool opportunity to be here. And I think when you're young and you grow up in this environment, sometimes you don't realize, but the opportunity to just be here and drive is so overwhelming, and I feel so blessed. So enjoy every moment of it.
Amazing. And looking forward for 2026, is there a refocus?
Yeah, so focus for 2026 is going to be a lot. I am driving overseas in a full season, so I'm excited to announce that. And I'll be looking forward to doing more rounds in America also.
All right, Amanda, thank you so much, and best of luck. We'll see her on the track soon.
Good luck to you, Amanda. Obviously a great contribution to the drifting community, not just here domestically, but across the globe, as she said. So and it looks like we got a little debris on track. We'll clean it up, but love the perspective, she says. Have fun, because, you know, sometimes we get these kids that are in racing, and they just grow up so quick, right? And obviously being a father, us, and then obviously, you know, Amanda still being young, you know, she's 22 years old, and you know, Brandon, and here's Cameron doing his thing, and you know, I mean, shoot, here in Manoa. So sometimes they grow up and get and just maturity, you know, just happens like that. So it's pretty cool. But at the same time, have fun while you're doing it. Speaking of fun, Colette Davis and Justin Ruth. Colette Davis taking a stab at, again, that Rookie of the Year, but Jerry Johnson is just having fun as well, but competitive as well. So all things equating to who is going to be our Formula Drift Pro Spec Rookie of the Year. Colette Davis in contention of that. Justin Ruth is going to try to give it his all against this Fitment Industries BMW of Colette Davis. So again, a little debris on the track. We'll clean it up, and we'll continue with the action. Most recently, that One More Time battle being voted on. Again, not majority. There were 2 that said One More Time. And Kaufman and Stewart will run again. Looks like there's our top 10 standings. So Nate Chen, this is real time. So Nate Chen does assume the lead. Dmitry Brutsky has yet to run. With every win in this top 32 bracket, our competition is 10-point allotted. So Nate Chen, again, if Brutsky is out, he will be our champion. Let's talk about that. As our Fitment Industries BMW, Colette Davis, attempting to be a Formula Drift Pro Spec Rookie of the Year into that third outside zone. Ruth, whoa, buddy. Springs out of action, not into action, that last outside zone. And Colette Davis continues on, places that BMW absolutely flawlessly through that last outside zone. Ruth spun out in the chase.
I think he hit that same run Amanda did, Jared. Jeez,
right.
So Pete.
It just went off course, and that, again, that is Narnia, man. You go out there, you don't know what is out there.
Yeah,
it's the unknown. You might not come back. So Ruth Looks a little dusty, looks a little antiqued. Hopefully the car is okay. And also consider it was under his own accord.
Yeah.
So if he is debeated, he is out. Similar situation to that of Cole Richards retiring from competition.
Yeah, looks like Ricky's going to take a look at the left rear, and we'll know here soon. Yeah, it was looking good for both parties. Justin looked like he was kind of playing a game of catch-up from the get-go as Colette just like a rocket ship in that BMW, filling all the zones and setting herself up really good, lighting off right at the entry of outer zone 3 where Ruth just kind of, I don't know if he overdrove the car, and the car just said abandoned ship, so we can slow it down here as you can see the smoke kind of tells a tale here. He was almost 2 tires off in the rumble strip to begin with, and then he might have been panicking, trying to just gain that real estate between him and Colette. Colette kind of pulled some angle out of the car, but you can see Justin Ruth just getting a hold of that dirt and just about completing a 360 in that gravel. Yeah, that was pretty violent.
And unfortunately, another DB.
Oh,
so
man.
Ruth is out, and this. Hey, pro spec. Every driver from here on out, don't dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, or don't dance with the dust here in Utah, because it'll bite back, and Ruth will have to retire. He did it under his own power, was not forced, and unfortunately the hands on the hips, that implies, you could just see the body language here. Unfortunately, Justin Ruth will have to retire. That means Colette Davis will have a bye run and continue on for that Rookie of the Year. So right now, Rookie of the Year rankings, Jerry Johnson leads the pack. Colette Davis, she is 13 points behind. With this advancement, only 3 points behind Jerry Johnson. Colin Zielinski, 32. Shelly Hansen, what's that? What do you got?
Yeah, Jerry should have 75 points. But
all right, so we'll clean this up. We'll be right back. I'm just reading the information that was given to me, so we will soon find out how this happens as Colette Davis will take her bye run. But first, we got to clear the track. We'll be right back here at Formula Drift Elevated.
Racetreads.com. Tires for every adventure.
Link ECU, let's get it. We got the spiciest K-Series built.
Supercharged Ford Eliminator engine.
Oh, good old SR20. Blink Monsoon is so rowdy.
Naturally aspirated, 1,000 horsepower, LS-based engine. And then we're going to add nitrous on top of it. Running an S54 controlled by Link ECU. Link direct injection, EcoBoost Fox body. I actually put an FA24 in it.
B58, E46, Link ECU. No matter what engine you have, it's a stock K24 or it's a 1,000-wheel 2J. Link ECU all day.
Welcome back to the streets of Long Beach. Once again, here we are. Cars are staged, the flags are waving, the umbrellas are out, the track is hot, the wind is blowing, and the drivers are ready. Here's Chris the Force Forsberg! Forsberg applying the pressure outside zone 3. Make some noise for Northern California's own, the Beast from the Bay.
GT Radio. Experience ultra high performance.
Welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get started for you?
I'd like a Cantina chicken bowl, please, and the Tropical Punch Rockstar Energy Refresca.
Pull ahead to the pickup window and try not to leave a trail this time.
Nice drifting, Freddie. Enjoy your Rockstar Energy Refresca.
Thank you.
Welcome back to competition. A bye run from Colette Davis. And just to clarify, coming into this round of competition, 13 points separated Jerry Johnson and Colette Davis. Talking strictly Rookie of the Year. So with this bye run, they will hold that gap of 13 points. I believe who ends the furthest in this competition will, again, unofficially be our Rookie of the Year. But here comes Colette Davis and her Fitment Industries BMW advancing on. And she'd love to get on the podium. Congratulations to her, and unfortunate for Mr. Justin Brood.
I think Davis will have to win one or two battles ahead of Johnson in this bracket to get that Rookie of the Year.
Yep. Yeah, just given it's 10 points for every victory. So yeah, you're right. Basically, if Johnson lost in 16, she would need to at least get into 4. She'd have to get into 4 because of 13 points. If she just gets 1 ahead, there's a 3-point gap.
Yeah.
So 2. There you go. 2. Talking about the mathing here. Let's go back to the Ryan Kaufman, Josh Stewart battle.
Yeah, let's see if they can make some adjustments. I feel like there wasn't huge mistakes by either party by any means. They just don't leave it in the judge's hands, as we like to say.
Ryan Kaufman. Yep. Yeah, we were talking about Stewart being a little stabby, talking about the car kind of lunging forward and back. I think Kaufman had good placement, but he had some mistakes as far as placement of the vehicle, those outside zones.
Yeah.
Stay off the rumble strip, like stay off the freaking grass, as they say on Friday. But stay off those rumble strips. That is essentially off course as well.
Correct.
So Kaufman will lead. Stewart will give chase. Let's see how the commander executes here in this chase position. See some refinements. Talking about the family affair. And the taxi garage, Mazda FCRX7 leads once again. Stewart simultaneously initiating into that first outside zone and into the second, transitioning into the third. Stewart gets involved in that dirt. That is dangerous territory. Now into that last outside zone. And Kaufman rips it on in, and Stewart a lot more composure. I felt like, okay, you got a bit lucky there with Kaufman making mistakes, so a lot more refined.
Yeah, I feel like he used his temperament in that left foot braking perhaps in that chase, but right away, really aggressive in both camps here as we get through Interclip 1 really well. Kaufman doing a good job. Stewart a little late to the party here, getting in outer zone 3, but he makes up the ground. Kaufman getting a little deficit there in the dirt drop as we get through outer zone 3, and here's the transition. Boom. Stewart right there, kind of reading Kaufman a little more inquisitively, but loses some real estate there and tries to pull some angle out of the car to gain some proximity. As we take a look at our boy Justin Smash, you can see that in outer zone 3, that dirt drop here as they almost went wheel to wheel there coming out of outer zone 3. And Stewart doing a great job of transitioning and reading that FC of Ryan Kaufman out front, but he just couldn't close the door before the finish line. Now, mistakes on both parties. I feel like there was some cleaning up to do. Let's give Commander Stewart some clean air in that C6. Kaufman will give chase.
Give him the respect he deserves, but we will see if Kaufman can apply the pressure. We saw Kaufman throw up a little dirt there, but we saw just it is unforgiving, unrelentless. The dirt don't care.
Yeah, you can stay in it all you want, but it's gonna do what it wants.
Tremors. Doing the movie, man. Those ride the worm. Josh Stewart will lead the commander out front, initiates into that first outside zone, right on that inside clip. Both the drivers Now coming into that third big long outside zone. Stewart, little left foot brake tap. Good fluidity from both of them. Now bringing it on home into that last outside zone. Stewart. Uh-oh. Stewart straightened out. He grips up. And that threw Kaufman off. Let's see different angles here. Let's see the eye in the sky, the truth serum. I think everything was pretty clean, decently tidy, but that last outside zone, that's where I want to look.
Yeah, I kind of want to use that because I shoot from the hip there. I'm not sure. It looked independent, but you see Kaufman almost left foot and understeering into the outer zone 1 there after the clip, and here we go. A little flirt with disaster with the rumble surf here, but Kaufman matching the angle of Commander Stewart as he gains some proximity, loses a little bit there before outer zone 3. Could have been a little more aggressive in that transition, but Stewart straightens out there, and Kaufman almost leads him into the dirt as he loses position. But I felt like Kaufman could have stayed with him a little better, but that's asking a lot of these drivers to adapt that soon. Like, it looked like that C6 Corvette was going to unwind in 4, but let's take another look through outer zone 3 as the Commander Stewart pours on the smoke, and that FC is kind of sacrificing a little angle to gain that proximity. You can see him just maxing out the angle, pulling it back out, unwinding, and Kaufman doing a decent job of adapting, so that's why he lost that proximity. So you really can't put that on Kaufman, where Stewart wasn't exactly the position of the car, the attitude wasn't.
In which area? All of them?
Ideal. Just in that outer zone 4, yeah, where it kind of unwound.
I was looking at Kaufman on initiation. So Kaufman leading on the left, Stewart leading on the right. Watch Kaufman's initiation outside zone 1.
On the right
He's
side
on
here.
the inside.
Okay, yeah.
So now watch outside zone 3. He's on the inside as well. Stewart a little deeper. Kaufman leads.
Okay.
So
you feel like Stewart's overall lead was a little dominant over
I'm just pointing out mistakes and some makes.
Okay. All the recipes.
Yeah, there's again, I think both of them had decent lead runs, and to your point, there were some mistakes by Stewart outside zone 4. Kaufman outside zone 3. You saw him straighten up and then get into the dirt. So it's a tough one.
If we go like chase to chase, I feel like Stewart was a little more confident, but he also might have had a less wavering lead car to follow than Kaufman did.
Right. Yeah, you can only go so far if the car impedes. But there it is. Ryan Kaufman gets 1 vote and
another
one more time. So Kaufman collectively has had 2 votes and 4 one more times.
I agree.
What I think is honestly, so I was saying Kaufman on that first battle. I was leaning more towards Stewart in this battle.
Okay.
So I think that Kaufman, unfortunately, he was on his lead run. You know, it's okay. It's just like your opinion, man. And again, I just think, you know, the 2 one more times, I would have forced those into kind of Stewart just because of Kaufman on his lead run. He had some mistakes, and then also in those chases, he didn't hit the outside zone 1.
Right.
He didn't hit outside zone 2. Stewart wasn't absolutely spectacular in either of those, but I think that Kaufman just had a little bit of edge. If you know, gun to head, terrible figure of speech, but if you were forced to make a decision, that's where I would have gone.
Okay.
But again, I respect we are not analyzing and breaking it down, but that's where I'm at. I support the judges and their decision, and I just like having the banter there.
It's hard to
quantify, and this is and what's crazy is we'll like take our headsets off and we'll talk more about drifting. That's what we've done over 20 plus years. That's what's crazy about it. And we'll agree to disagree or agree to agree. Here we go. The route is on fire. Trevor Root, Dustin Miles, Smile on the Styles for Miles, going to that inside clip. Root out front in the BMW E36, and just slingshots into outside zone 3. Want to see some more angle from Root? You can see now throw some more at it. Miles tucks in. Miles transitions way too early.
Oh no.
Way too early. Grips up on the inside. Now he finds it in that last outside zone.
I knew what he was doing there, but
just didn't time it.
Too soon, yeah. I think he got bathed in that smoke. So let's run it back here and take another look. I like the aggression for Miles from the get-go. He just, that one mistake is going to probably bite him. And then as Root does a good job here, little too deep in that inner clip, does a good job of keeping it within outer zone 2. Could have used a little more aggression in that transition, but Miles really going to be in outer zone 3. Not what I expected. Could have been a little further in the pocket there, a little bit of wavering. And here's that transition timing. Way too soon. He was about 50 feet too soon to perform that sort of maneuver as they get through outer zone 4. And Root just basically was by himself at that point. We can take another look at the chase cam as Root does kind of a gentle initiation. He could have been a little more aggressive, could have been a little wider there, but he did set himself up. He made that correction in outer zone 2. Going into 3, where Miles puts on the pressure here. It's looking good for both parties. And you can see him just bathing that smoke, and he just kind of lost his place in the world there as he made that mistake in the chase. But he did keep on drifting, so it is a complete run. It's just going to be a big deficit in the Miles cam.
Let's alternate the order here. Dustin Miles will be out front. Trevor Root chased him down, 24 years old, from Connecticut. His third pro spec season. Dustin Miles, Atlanta-based, 8th Formula Drift season. Got the 2J under the hood, 38 years old. Let's see what Dustin Miles doesn't want to get involved with his own name. Talking about Dustin. Doesn't want to get involved with the dust.
No, we don't.
Miles will lead. Root will give chase. Sounds like one of those craft beer bars. Miles and Root. Dustin Miles will lead, initiating. Trevor Root gives him a little bit of room here to transition now into the outside zone 3. You can see Miles comes a little unwound. He does have good placement within that zone. Ooh, that could have been ugly. You saw that car buck up. Does not affect him at all, though. Dustin stays pinned to win. And Root. That was a good top 32 battle for Root, because he had a good lead run. He knew that Miles had that mistake. He gave him enough room and then executed not too aggressively. Did just enough, 7.5.
Yeah, he had a really good discipline here, Jared. As you know, he probably had an advantage. Miles could have used a little more angle going into outer zone 2 and set himself up. He dropped probably a tire there and not deep enough into outer zone 3, as Root is just showing his temperament here through outer zone 3, as he does a good job of anticipating that transition despite being a little further back. He does reel Miles back in, where Miles could have been a little deeper in outer zone 4 as they finish out the race, or the run wheel to wheel. And we take another look. Here comes Miles down, almost dropping a tire in that rumble strip. Good placement in inner clip 1, little deep into outer zone 2. You can see Root's attack here. He's timing that transition really well. Going in outer zone, sacrificing a little bit of angle as Root tries to just bob and weave into that chase pocket as they get around into outer zone 4. You can see Root just still sacrificing a little angle to gain that proximity, but Miles could have been just a hair over into that outer zone 4 to really shine the judges on, but he's already at a deficit here, so let's see what the judges have to say.
Waiting for the verdict here. Root and Miles. Slide him left for Root. And there it is. Trevor Root gets the win. Dustin Miles, just that mistake, unfortunately. Transition into outside zone 4. We got some time, so let's throw it down to Lorette Nickel, who's with a contender for Rookie of the Year. That Fitment Industries BMW. Lorette, down to you.
Thank you, Jared. Well, a few minutes ago, I was talking to Jerry Johnson about that Rookie of the Year chase. Colette Davis, you're right there too, and it means a lot to you as well.
It does, and it's me and Jerry all the way. Me and him in the finals would be so awesome, and today, just happy to get through the first battle. It's never how you want to win anything, but we're here to get all the points we can and take it to the top.
And what's the focus today?
Focus is literally taking it to the top, just being as consistent as possible. Like, I feel really good here. My car is great. Team's been turning it around super fast. We had some contact in practice, got me back out there, and just gonna keep going.
Yeah. Are you meeting the expectations that you set for yourself earlier this year?
I would say so, yeah. You know, I think going into my first ever season, I really didn't know what to expect. I think this has been one of the most wild seasons of racing I've ever had in over a decade of being involved in motorsport. And I wouldn't change anything that happened, though, and I'm excited to be where I'm at.
Currently sitting 7th in her rookie season, guys.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I've seen Colette develop as a driver, announcing Red Bull Global Rallycross. She's raced next cars. She races a lot of different disciplines. So it's great to see a smile on her face and success in more ways than one. So congratulations to her. Nate Chen, again, leads the pack in our next battle when we come back, potentially, if we don't go to the one more time or whatever. But again, the championship is up for grabs. There it is, Dimitri Brutsky. So this is a must-win for Dimitri Brutsky going against Carson Ruger. You know who's a Carson fan? Nate Chen. If Dimitri loses this battle, Nate Chen will unofficially be your Formula Drift Pro Spec champion. Dimitri must win here to be a 3-time, again, Pro Spec champion, but that's just still in contention. Here we go, never settle. That BMW comes into that third outside zone. Carson Ruger, not ideal. He's got some straightening line here. Dmitry Brutsky into that last outside zone. Carson wavering in that chase position. That garagistic BMW way on the inside is Carson Ruger. A major advantage by Dmitry Brutsky. All signs are saying, again, unofficially, major advantage for Dmitry. He needs to win here. Otherwise, Nate is your prospect champion, right?
Yeah, and we were talking to Carson Ruger and RCP before this morning's practice, and Ruger actually makes like sub 600 horsepower at sea level, so he's kind of at a disadvantage there. But let's take another look where Brutsky's out front. I really like Ruger's aggression here off the take here as they get through interclip 1. Brutsky doing a good job of filling outer zone 2. Drops a tire to the rumble strip there, going into outer zone 3. Ruger putting on the pressure here. You can see him grabbing some handbrake, trying to keep the car composed. Does a good job of that. But this is where it kind of fell apart. The car, for reasons known to me, is he just kind of straightens out, loses the composure of the car, where Brutsky just powers through outer zone 4 like Ruger's not even there. So that's going to be a big deficit in the Ruger camp as we take another look through outside zone 2. Ruger does a big dive there, loses some proximity, but does make it up by sacrificing some angle, reeling that BMW Brutsky in. He does a great job through that outer zone through 3 in the outer zone 4, and there you can see Ruger struggling to keep it in the line. Does complete the run, but that's going to be a huge error in his chase position. We can see Nate Chen looking on. He's probably watching the stream on his laptop, rooting on Ruger.
Yeah, and you know, I misspoke there a little bit there. Just mathematically, there are still people in contention. So Cole Richards is officially out for the championship, but Buchanan, he is still in it. He's back there at 90 points. Talaska, he is still in it. Again, 90 points, 80 points coming into this round. So, but this is a must-win to still be in contention. So
yes.
I, again, misspoke there. Mathematically, again, Jerry Johnson 75 back. So. All right, so here we go.
There's work to be done.
Yeah, there is a lot of work to be done here. Carson Ruger out front here. Dmitry Brutsky, again, an advantage here. Play this strategically. Don't get too aggressive. Oh, Carson gets into that dirt. So Carson goes off, wavering there, but Brutsky, he dials it in, and now into that last outside zone. And that, I mean, that's undeniable.
That's why Brutsky's
yes.
past champion. You can see he almost matched the wavering of Ruger.
Right.
I'm like, is that even possible? You can see like when he was grabbing handbrake, just doing a good job of adapting. Even though he didn't need to be that aggressive, I feel, he did a great job of putting on a show. Let's take another look as Ruger's out front, getting around that bubble as Brutsky. The temperament there is just kind of waiting for an attack here as Ruger does a good job at interclip 1. Keeps it in play with outer zone 2, and there's when Brutsky turns it up. As they get through outer zone 3, Brutsky, you just see the smoke building there. He's like, all right, you waver, I waver. It's tit for tat as we go through outer zone 4. Brutsky, you can see a little more adjustments there, but reels it back in. That car, he's been using that thing for pro and prospect this weekend, mind you. So great job in the Brutsky camp as with that huge error from Ruger in the chase position. I think we know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, that's undeniable. You know, all respect to Carson Ruger. Great attitude. He's always got a smile on his face.
It's great.
But, look at that.
Come on, salt in the wound.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just being a kind guy there.
Yeah, okay.
Dmitry Brutsky giving Carson his bumper back. Dmitry, his son Jacob, and there it is. Let's make it official. Dmitry Brutsky gets the victory, advances on, still in contention, and they're on opposite sides, right? So Nate Chen on the left, Buchanan, Talaska on the left as well, talking about the bracket, and Dmitry Brutsky, again, on the right-hand side. Brutsky going against either Lewis Lands or Colin Zielinski in our next battle. We still have, like I said, we kick things off with a second battle. Shelly Hansen and Amanda Sorensen. They went off course. They're fixing their vehicles. And then a second one more time from Kaufman and Stewart. Still no victor after not one, but 2 battles.
Yeah, we got a couple holes in our cheese that is this bracket, but we'll fill them in here as we get going with some more battles. I think we got...
Thanks, Stuart Little.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. It's Commander Stewart.
I meant that from a cheese perspective. Coincidentally, Josh Stewart is there. The commander, Kaufman. Yeah, jeez.
You can talk to his wife.
Yeah, no, that was not a reference of Stuart. I meant you're like, we got a lot of holes in this cheese. Look at, yeah, good sportsmanship, talking all that smack. Let's keep it going. Chen and Brutsky, you know, they had a. Yeah, that was.
You don't have a tinted? I never had a tinted one. Really? Yeah, that's so much easier. It's too bright. I don't even like the sunglasses sometimes that I wear. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I just like to see what I I see where I'm going. Okay. The clearer the view, the better.
I think you're talking about
Yeah.
hood visor.
Yeah,
helmet visors.
You know,
Of all things.
I'll tell you what. You know, those guys had some fun words in a thing, and for them to kind of, it's not that it's bad blood, but it, you know, the mind games. I'm just saying. Here we go.
To talk about.
Speaking of mind games, these guys not once, not twice, but now 3 battles deep here. Are we going to get a victor? Kaufman and Stewart to advance from 32 to 16. There goes the commander. Drops to the side of a clean run by Kaufman. That Taxi Garage FCRX7. Look at that. Yep. And there we go. Kaufman puts an outside zone. Stewart, you can see applying the pressure there in the latter portion of that outside zone 4. But you can just see how refined they're getting more and more with as the battles go on.
Now you're getting comfortable with your competitor, essentially, here as Stewart definitely proved that, but hand it to Kaufman. Give him a good canvas to paint that chase on as we get into outer zone 3. Stewart continuing to put on, matching the angle, getting that proximity going, and a great transition here as we look at that. Just beautifully puts the Corvette right where it needs to, but he does lose a little bit of ground there as we go into outer zone 4. Kaufman could have been just a scotch deeper, but Stewart really stepping up his chase game against Kaufman versus the last 2 battles that we've seen him. He's won more times. Great position by both cars. No rumble strip drops that I can see as Stewart matches the angle great in that transition going to outer zone 3. And Kaufman a little wavering, could have been a little deep, but that's something we don't want to flirt with in that dirt. Great transition there from Stewart, but then he kind of backs off, and if he could have kept that proximity, that would have been the cherry on top of that chase position. It really would have shined the judges on, but Kaufman doing a great job checking all the boxes, not doing anything too aggressive. Let's give Commander Stewart the clean air against Ryan Kaufman in that Taxi Garage FC.
And this is where I believe the spotter really comes into play. Hearing the dialogue, what went wrong, what went right, how to basically transcribe what the judges are looking for and put that and implement that in the driver's mind. And again, many different strategies when it comes to spotter. Not only just being their cheerleader, but really implementing again that strategy where what you need to do, where the judges are focused at, the point of contention and the point of focus. So here we go. Stewart out front in that Corvette into the second outside zone. Good fluidity. And there is Kaufman in tow. Want to see that overhead camera.
Yep.
And Stewart and Kaufman dives in on the inside. He needs to work it back.
He sure does.
He needs to work it back. This is very comparable to what we saw from Miles earlier. That timing just a little bit off. Going from 3 to 4, you think you want to time it, but if you're on the inside and that's just insult to injury, it just pours some more salt in the wound.
Yeah, it was going to be really hard to top what Stewart did in that transition from 3 to 4, but let's take a look back at outer zone 2. Kaufman, Stewart almost dropping a tire himself. Does a great job here, keeping it in control. I thought he was going to go off, but he kept that Corvette just smooth as silk going through outer zone 3. And Kaufman wavering, he got a little too far on the outside. It wasn't even a point of attack there. I don't think he wanted to be there whatsoever. He just got caught in the dirt, then messed up his whole transition to outer zone 4, where Stewart did a great job of completing his lead run in outer zone 4. And you can see entering outer zone 4 here again, where Kaufman just kind of lost his place on the track and tried to make up some ground, but just couldn't quite close the door on Stewart, as he does a great job checking all his boxes in the lead position. And I think that's where we're going to see the split here from the judges.
And do we have a verdict? Not once and not twice, but 3 battles between these 2 gladiators. A good hard-fought battle, Kaufman and Stewart. Let's take a look at our BC Racing Go for Gold custom coilover side by side.
Yeah, you can see the aggression from both parties here in the chase. Like I said, they're getting comfortable with their competitors here, as Stewart's out front and the right, Kaufman's out front and left. Very similar up to this point, but you can see the aggression from the Stewart camp in that chase position on the left, as he's just almost closing that gap in there. And you can see Kaufman he gets caught almost in the end of that rumble strip in outer zone 3, and that's where it fell apart in the chase position. That's where we're going to see the difference, I feel, in the judge's decision, where Stewart was non-wavering and showing his confidence in that chase position, where they had very comparable lead positions, besides maybe a rumble strip here and there that I may not have seen, but let's see what they have to say.
And waiting for, and here we go. Josh Stewart gets the win. And again, just it took once, took twice, and took thrice as Josh Stewart, the commander, advances on. Great effort by Kaufman. Love his driving, but unfortunately just not enough as we throw it down to Lorette once again, who's with Mr. Buchanan.
Thank you, Jared. Yes, of course, with Cody. And Cody, of course, the storyline here is you're in with a shot. All right. right? So it looks like we're not talking about that. What do you want to talk about then?
I mean, we can talk about whatever you want besides the championship. We're here to do good and to try to win. Championships out the window. Whatever happens, happens. We'll leave it to fate.
It's not out the window yet, but we're not talking about it. But I was told that he has a good luck charm, that whatever, Cody, you have nothing to lose. Just put on the lucky unicorn and best of luck, guys.
Yeah, just a fun-loving guy, and that's a lot of the driver's perspective of like, don't want to talk championship, but these are real-time scores because just most recently with Dimitri's victory, 10 points richer. Cole Richards, that's where he will sit, and Cody Buchanan, like you said, 90 points back there. So just for instance, say in 16, Dimitri's out, Chen's out, Buchanan continues on, 10 points, 20 points, 30 points.
Won't take much.
And we've seen that. Who was it? In Juku Racing, Kevin Lawrence, thank you, jumped up past everybody, was sitting, I think, back there in third, maybe even fourth, and jumped up and won the championship. So that does happen. And what this scoring and the point allotment has made it a lot easier for us to deduce of like, quick math, 10 plus 10. All right, cool.
It's like the
1
metric
plus 1.
system.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Formula Drift, for making that a lot more digestible. All right, here's Mr. Lanz versus Colin Zielinski. Zielinski, part of that Fitment Industries team, and taking a stab here against Lanz. So Lanz will lead. Again, sitting 14th, Zielinski. And look at Lanz. I mean, that's ex-Corvette, an aggressive flick into that first outside zone. And Lanz, look at, holy cow. Zielinski, I mean, he was really tucked in, but he had to back off. And I mean, I want to get that overhead view here because Lanz, how that dirt didn't just grab him like the mummy and pull him in, like, come here. Like, I don't know how he fought that off. Like, he conquered those demons.
Like, yeah, absolutely, Jared. Look at Lanz here, flicking that Corvette. He was aggressive off the start. And Zielinski there, ready to party as we may have dropped the tire. That definitely 1-2, grabbing a lot of angle there. I think that's why his momentum was already slowed down, so the dirt didn't have a chance to grab him. But hats off, tip of the hat to Zielinski, keeping his composure there. I mean, in any other situation there, a less formidable driver might have just completely backed off and thought, hey, his run is a wash, but he stayed right there with him. Congratulations to his maneuvering there. If you look at it again, you can see 1-2, maybe tires off from Lanz, complete position. Definitely two there on the rumble strip, and one towards the outer zone 3. Zielinski just wheel to wheel and just still staying in it. Hats off to him. I really like that, what he did there, and adapting to that, error of Lanz in the front end. Outer zone 4, kind of on par for what we've been seeing. So let's give Zielinski that clean air in that S chassis while the Corvette gives chase.
That was wild by Lanz. I mean, he was very aggressive and went in, and to your point, that hat tip to Zielinski, how he modified. I would even say that Zielinski might have even saved Lanz from straightening out. He was right there, a little boop with the snoot there to kind of maybe autocorrect. But I think now with Zielinski with that clean air, he's going to be out front. Doesn't have to really think about what Lanz does in the chase position. Lanz needs to apply the pressure and just really minimize those mistakes. But this is where it gets tough because I'm really anticipating Zielinski's car to kick off a lot of smoke. And there he goes. Turns on the smoke machine. Lanz really tight on that inside clip. Zielinski now in the outside zone 3. And here goes Lanz. You can see him again surging forward. Zielinski way shallow on the outside zone 3. And then Lanz dives in. Zielinski outside zone 4. So both of them really need some refining of their runs, but I want to get this overhead view. Lanz was a bit sloppy in the chase, and Zielinski didn't get exactly to where he needed to be.
It sounded like the car was either tight or loaded up too much, to be determined, but you can tell he just needed to offset his overall lead. He was a little short there, or too deep in there. Short
Here, definitely very warm.
Could hear it live.
I need to go back. See if I can
there.
find my buddy.
Extremely shallow.
See what he's
I'm not sure
doing.
why he's left foot braking there. If you would have brought him out further.
Or just like a.
Close the door on Stewart as he does a great job checking all his boxes in the lead position.
There.
I think that's where it's tit for tat as we go through outer zone 4. Brudski, you can see a little.
I think going into my first ever season, I really didn't know what to expect. I think this has been one of the most wild seasons of racing I've ever had in over a decade of being involved in motorsport. And
Sounds like one of those craft beer bars. Miles and Root. involved in that dirt, that is dangerous territory. Now into that last outside zone.
The deciding factor is that chase position in 3 and 4 that Kaufman, I feel like, did a little better job than Commander Stewart.
Here we are. Sorensen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
Really cool. So here we go. Cole Richards will lead. Cameron Sorensen giving chase. Cameron earned his spot.
But let's see what the judges say. Slide him left, right. What do we think, Jared?
Slide him left. Knappich dominant over Cody Dempster. Cody just unfortunately had too many issues.
Oh, I need to watch it. Alright, we're gonna watch this and then
numbers from
I
Cody
can't play.
and Knappich.
I don't know if I have time for a game. I just do a little speech and then end it. Unfortunately, I fucking hate that I had to go do that shit today. Just piss me the fuck off.
Some are cheerleaders, some are like shaming almost, like,
so bad.
David Goggins,
It's like I wasted an entire day.
Good job, buddy. Some are Disney and
That's what it felt like to me.
seals, So let's see what we got here. Cody Dempster, a swing thing in front of Knappich.
Missed that.
Cody Dempster brings into that second outside zone. Here comes Knappich. Now there he goes applying the pressure. Knappich straightens out a little bit. Sorry there for the tap. He's trying to tap his door here, and Knappich absolutely wound. So both these guys a little loose.
That was left two. With the
dominant over Cody.
Oh, that was a... Come on.
Cody Dempster, a swing thing. Knappich unhinged. Comes in that last outside zone. Donut Optima batteries S chassis. The spark is alive and well. Got that clean air. Knappich was just laser focused.
I don't know what he had for breakfast here, but
give him more.
That was awesome. He did have a couple tires off there in the rumble strips. One big deficit there, but the rest of the run, pretty dang good. As
Applebee's. Got it. Alright, well, that helps. Alright, let's see. Classes set up. Let's just try team death. I've never played team deathmatch in this fucking game, so we're gonna try this. See what happens. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna either go completely horrible, bad, good, all the above. I have no idea. Hopefully it's like faster than breakthroughs or whatever, because those take like 40 fucking minutes. Because I have like 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, let's do a breakthrough. I feel as though breakthroughs are better because there's less big vehicles. Like Conquest, I feel as though there's like all sorts of tanks and airplanes and shit tons of helicopters. I feel as though Breakthrough, there's just some vehicles, which is really nice. And if that's the case, I'm gonna keep doing breakthroughs. Alright, so I want to try running recon with this.
Ready up?
Target today is an agricultural research facility in Egypt, key to mitigating the global famine.
Let's see if it's any different.
The Russians have already seized it, and our leaders deem that unacceptable. Your orders are to secure the facility.
If it's different,
coordinate your efforts, and we'll push the Russians clear into the desert.
You
want your families well fed? Take that facility back.
Wait, am I driving this thing? Oh, hell yeah, I'm not driving.
Your objectives. Secure those, the sector is ours. Then it's on to the next.
did not know that. I didn't know. I thought they were like far away. Oh shit. Pick me up? I don't think this guy can pick me up, can he?
Come help me up!
That sucks. I hate how like other teammates can't pick you up. Like that'd be cool.
Marking Trent, 70 meters away from my position.
For real, like, what am I?
Enemy neutralized. Watch out here, huh? 60 meters away from my position.
How's that not dead?
You're attempting to take Alpha 2.
Yes! Got one!
Why is this glowing?
Alpha 2 targeted. Attack.
Can we put down any ammo or anything? No idea, like, I'm sorry, that was point blank and okay, at least he died. Am I down to 54 people?
We have started an attack on Alpha 2.
I was almost at 60, wasn't I? Wasn't I almost at 60 with
We have enemies
follows
attacking
on
Alpha 1.
Twitch? I hate this reticle. I think this is the biggest problem I have with this gun right now is the reticle. Like my reticle was just different, I think it'd be better.
Our forces hold Alpha 2.
I fucking saw him.
We do not have control. Alpha 1 has fallen to the enemy.
Again, I shot that dude in the fucking... This dude right here, that dude just killed. I shot him in the back of the head. Is it... I'm swapping... I don't know where I'm going. It's not my fault he dropped me over here. Am I just gonna die? Awesome.
The sector is secure.
See, one shot. That makes more sense. Except fucking reload. I'm sorry, but you have... Oh. That's a different guy that shot me. I was gonna say, like, I shot that dude in the neck.
Tango down.
That's what I expect. That was a different guy. Okay, again, it was a different guy. Yeah. One more good snipe. Let's see if I can get a snipe in.
We are moving to attack Bravo 1.
If I leave, like, I'm not gonna just stand here.
That's one down.
Our troops are advancing on Bravo 1.
Right. Okay, there we go. There's some sniper. I think it was just my sniper. I think it was just the sniper rifle I was using. Alright, well, I gotta get going. Leave game. Yep. Okay. Alright, so it's just a sniper rifle. Okay, that one just sucks. Got it. That's why it was free. So that's fine. So recon needs to go back to this sniper. Yep. Okay, got it. Exit test out. Okay. Here we are. Okay, finally. Well, it was a good stream. For some reason, I think I went down in followers on Twitch, which I'm very upset about. I gotta get out of there. Yeah, that doesn't make me very happy, but you know what? I just gotta keep streaming, gotta keep digging, keep going. So, yeah, so that was it. What the heck? Okay, so that lagged. Okay, awesome. So, anyway, appreciate everybody being here. Sorry I was gone for so long. Didn't mean to go for so long, but I'm gonna try to be on again this weekend. I swear to God, I'm gonna try to be back on because I did not stream very much and you kind of pissed me off. So I'm gonna do my best to get back on. Please follow me on Twitch. The more Twitch followers I get, the better it is for me. Sub to me on YouTube. We'll have another video out next week. Don't know when, but sometime next week I will have another video out. Of what? I don't know. But I'm gonna figure something out, and yeah, just keep following, liking, share, everything of the above. Help me grow my stream. That'd be awesome. So, until next time, appreciate everybody being here.